Hello, everyone, and welcome to our Saturday night episode of Tomb of Annihilation. This is certainly the first time we have definitely tried this for tonight. Certainly nothing has gone wrong, and we're definitely starting exactly on time. I'm Lauren, I'm your Dungeon Master tonight. I'm going to be playing all the people who aren't these lovely people in front of you. Let's see. We're going to do a really fast introduction because certainly we are on time, but let's get to things quickly. Anyhow, we've got Brad, who is playing... Oh, see, there we go. Yeah, excellent. Red Stout Fist, the Dwarven Cleric. We've got Doc, who is playing...
Cloudy Sky at Sunrise.
Excellent, yes. And we have Tom, who is playing...
The magnificent, the wonderful, the magnanimous Adan.
And then we have James, who you're playing somebody, but I'm guessing you probably want to wait a few minutes to talk about that.
Sounds good.
All right. Well then, let's go ahead. Let's go ahead and we can go ahead and get started here. So last time, let's talk a little bit about what happened last time. You were crawling through a set of caves of mines when you came across a red dragon who you didn't really want to bother, and then through a little bit of a minecart debacle, you ended up stirring from its rest. This dragon, well, it was not thrilled to be woken up, and as your groups scattered to the various corners of the mine, first of all, it ended up Red used his powers of public speaking to engage with the dragon, and then threw a firebolt at it, which didn't do a whole lot of damage, but did do enough to anger the dragon, which promptly incinerated Red. Fortunately, it only incinerated him to the pain, not to the death, so that was good. And
that's no firebolt.
And a little while later, he came to, definitely singed, but still alive, thankfully. Thanks to that, to some good rolling on your death saves.
Praise be the Lord.
James, your character Jarrus, he was not... Well, it's not that he wasn't lucky. It's that he decided to step out and take one for the team. And in doing so, the last we saw of Jarrus, he was alone with the dragon at the bottom of the mine. They were headed to the dragon's treasure lair with James carting his magical items, including the glowing orb, to give to the dragon, and promising servitude to the dragon himself. The rest of the group ran away from the mine, and there were some tender moments of mourning for the lost Jarrus. And that is where we find the group now. You are out in the jungle, here to the western end of the continent, near the Valley of Lost Honor. Not too far from the exit of the Wormheart mine, but I would assume far enough out to try to be safe from any dragons who might get any thinking about chasing after adventurers. So that is where we find ourselves, and where we will open this session.
Is it still... What time is it?
Well, I think you had taken a long rest, actually. I think that was part of the deal, and you had all leveled up because of this, which is also a good thing. So we're just gonna go. It is the next morning at this point.
Wait, don't go. Don't leave me. I don't want to be alone again. Wait. A,
What the hell is that?
A kobold emerges from the direction of the mine and is approaching your party.
You want to talk a little bit about what they see, what this kobold looks like as it approaches?
I will. Yeah, that's a good point. I'll go ahead and do that.
And you're shooting firebolts at us?
Yes. No.
James, if you're talking, we can't hear you right this second.
All right, okay, here we go. So standing up straight, this blue and spotted kobold doesn't even reach the waist height of most humans. During the day, the hood of his traveler's clothes is pulled up and over his face, and his pants are cut short below his knees to leave room for plantigrade feet and bent legs. 2 leather pouches, each with a unique pattern of stains, swatches, and burns, are affixed to his belt. He also wears a sling over his body, which holds a stained, burnt, and leather-bound book. Finally, a small strip of cured leather rests in the middle of his chest, held in place by a silver chain that is worn around the neck.
Yeah, so this kobold comes bursting out of the jungle from the direction of the mine towards your group.
Please, I need you to take me home. Please.
What?
So,
Who goes there?
I guess as Adon sees a kobold running towards him after yesterday, he'll stand up and brandish his longsword, shield up. What fresh hell is this? Or
No sword. No. I do not want to. Don't kill me, please. Please don't kill me.
why should I not, you dragon-loving fuck?
Wait. I know. And the kobold wrestles around, and eventually he opens up his book and pulls out a folded piece of paper, and he holds it out. Here, look, this shows I'm Flaming Fist. Please, I just need you to take me home, please.
Adon sort of has the most confused expression on his face and looks back at Red and Sky.
Didn't you just come out of your home?
No. I was with my party, and we got stuck in a storm, and then when the boat landed on the shore, I got separated and I got lost in the forest, and then I ended up at the mine, and then the other kobolds they captured me and they imprisoned me, and I was back there, and now I'm here with you, and you can take me home.
Slow down now. Where's home?
Fort Balurian. It's up north of Port Ninzaru.
Adon sort of thinks back onto his time. Has there been a storm recently?
There was some reason why that boat of people washed up on the shore. We met some people that washed up on the shore.
We did?
I can't remember why though. Yes, we did.
Yeah, I think you were gone at that point.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well then, yeah. I have question.
Yes, questions good, swords bad.
What is your name?
Taklak, I am Taklak. Who are you?
I am Adon. Do you worship Tiamat?
No, yes. Don't say her name. She might hear you.
Was that a yes?
I'm sure I heard a yes in there.
Please, no. He'll hear you.
I don't know. What do we do? Kill it or let it come with us?
Don't kill me.
Let me see that letter.
Do you hand over the letter, Taklak?
Yeah, I was holding it out for someone to take.
All right.
So I'll read it over. I assume it's some kind of permission to wander around.
Yeah, pretty much.
Something like we got or something?
Kind of similar, yeah. Definitely.
Is it from the... Who was the lady that was in charge? Can't remember her name.
Liera.
Yeah.
Adonal asked to see the letter as well, if Red will hand it over.
Yeah, looks similar to our situation. He hands it to Adon.
Adon's gonna go to the part where the percentage exchange agreement is and see how much Tiklak is being forced to pay.
Taklak, is that quite how your situation is working, or how did you envision this working with Liera?
Man, I don't think Taklak keeps much of anything that he takes.
Okay.
Kind of puny, kind of suggestible.
Yeah, this is kind of more. It is an exploration charter, and Taklak is named in it kind of as more of like a guide or a like not necessarily the main person traveling at this point. Like he's part of the party.
So he wasn't expected to pick things up, basically.
Yeah. So this is kind of more of like a writ for the party at large that he was a part of. Is that kind of what you were thinking?
That's perfect. Thank you.
Okay, sorry. Yeah, just making sure that we had talked about it. We hadn't quite, I don't think, settled on exactly what that was. All right. So yeah, but it's very similar language to what is on yours, except the percentage is really high. Like the percentage that is going back to the Flaming Fist is very, very high for them.
I'll hand the charter or the writ back to him. Well, I will not kill you now, but...
Thank you.
Red was looking over your shoulder and at the percentage part, and he just...
Maybe under his shoulder.
Yeah, okay. Mr. Tallcat. And he just chuckles and says, looks like you got the short end of the stick, Kobold.
What stick? I don't have any stick. Do you have a stick? Please don't hurt me with your stick.
No, never mind.
Thank you.
So, what is it you do? Why did this other group have you around?
I am the resident alchemist at Fort Valerian. I concoct things like oils and acids and antitoxins. But I was this way with this group because I ran out of reagents and I needed more, and there was an opportunity. They were going to go to the dragon. You know the dragon? But they wanted me because I am also a little bit of a dragon. A little bit.
Yeah, we met the dragon. It didn't work out very well.
Yeah, I was in there.
Oh, you heard that, did you?
Yeah. I was so scared that I didn't come out until this morning.
Yeah, I can understand.
Well, you say you want to go back home. We're not really heading back to Nyanzaru, are we?
Well, then, where are you going?
Where are we going? Omo. We are looking for Omo.
East into the jungle.
Do I know about Omu? And I think I know about Resnisi because of who I was with.
Yeah, I think you know Raznisi. Roll a history check to see if you know anything about Omu itself.
Refreshing my memory, did Galia just wander off into the jungle?
That should have been a normal roll.
Yeah, we're gonna say that she ended up with some form of quest that she had to go on. Yeah, she just kind of departed from the group. Probably, I think we're gonna kind of retcon a little, kind of before you went into the mine. Maybe kind of separating at the beach or something like that. So there was a few days.
Would I be able to grab Vorn then?
Yes, yeah. I think Vorn is under the control of someone in the party.
Yeah, specifically Adon, though.
If that's okay with everybody else.
That's what I was asking.
I have no objection. I just wanted to know who had the medallion.
All right. Yeah, Adon, you currently have the medallion. Then let me make sure you have control over Don Greeter Corn. There you are. You should be able to access his character sheet and everything.
Oh boy.
So, Lord, I think that roll should be a 20 unless you can think of a reason why it would have disadvantage.
No, I think it's a 20. Omu is something that at this point, you've been around long enough, you've definitely heard about it. But probably similarly to how the rest of the group knows about it, like, it's more... I don't know that anybody really knows the history of it, or the, like, why it's there, or anything. It's more like, hey, I've heard there's this lost city in the jungle, somewhere here in the southwest of the land, called Omu. And knowing what you do about Raznisi as well, like, you would also probably have heard a little bit of the connection with him.
Okay, so after Omu fought Allurian, yes, you can take me home.
Depends on what we find at Omu.
Pay you. I have gold. I have gold in Port Aurelian. I'm a successful artisan. I have gold. I can pay you.
Well, we can certainly put that on our list.
It's a rather long list at the moment.
Okay, just I'll go with you, and you won't kill me, and I won't be left alone. Okay? And then eventually we'll go to Fort Valorian, and I can go home. Yes?
Going to have to place the condition that you breathe every once in a while.
Yes?
Sure.
We will not kill you. You can, how they say, chillax now.
Oh, chillax. That's the one that's kind of humid and hot about you.
Right. Well, I'm guessing the camp is still totally up at this point. We haven't really... This is like the early morning.
Yeah, that seems correct.
So yeah, I guess if we have any more downtime, you guys would see Adon pull out the lyre that we got from the what was that island called? Snout of Amgar?
Mm-hmm. That's correct.
And you'll see him start to strum on it, and he'll like, I think I remember my mother teaching me this. And he'll start playing some notes, and he'll play a calm little melody. It kind of sounds a little sad. And he'll sort of look over at Sky and Red, and Judis will be missed while he's playing the lyre and this sad little melody.
Is that a lament?
15.
Yeah, 15. I mean, that seems quite touching.
It's very nice, Adon. That is very appropriate.
Well, Jarrus had seemed increasingly unhappy in our presence, so maybe he'll be okay with that nice little pool underground with some piranha to keep him company.
Well, hopefully he's still alive.
Yeah, we all did witness him, like, offering his services, right?
I think most people were gone by then.
I think everyone was gone or on the run, kind of.
And there was like 120 feet or so between everything.
And a waterfall.
Do you think I am responsible?
Responsible for what?
Well,
Jarrus?
yes.
I don't think so. I mean, we were trying to be quiet. Unfortunately, that didn't work out so well.
Nah, only the dragon's responsible for what happened.
But had I not let my anger get the best of me, we might not even have met the dragon.
I don't know. I was just as interested in poking around there as anybody else.
Yeah, I wanted to have a look around too. I think the other residents probably would have objected at one point.
I think Quilgok is going to pipe up, and he's just going to say, "This jungle. If you take on all the death to yourself, then you're going to be responsible for a whole lot of people dying. When you're out here, the wilderness is responsible. You're just trying to survive and find the things that can help you get through to meet your goals." And he's gonna look around a little bit, kind of seeing how quiet it got with everyone, and I think he's gonna say, "You know, the best thing for a little bit of grieving and sadness is a nice, hot, sticky march through the jungle. What do you all say?"
Well, let's not allow Jarrus' sacrifice to be in vain. We will accomplish what we came here for.
I don't know if that's the best thing for what ails us, but it's what needs to be done now, so we need to get moving.
Come on, Vic.
Red will walk up to Adon and place both his arms, both his hands on each side of Adon, and he'll cast guidance, but it'll just be like let Moradin guide your way today, and just see you clear of your doubts.
All right, I'll make a roll to clear my doubts.
More of a feeling than a mechanic.
Adon, what is your survival skill, by the way?
Oh, not good. 1.
Okay, cool. Just checking.
Okay, cool. You're lost.
I'm just double checking. You've got Quilgok. I mean, that's not.
I do have a 3. It's not great, but
all right.
I think that's the same as Quilgok's.
While everyone was having that lovely and beautiful moment, Taklak went over a little bit away from the group and just pulled out a torch and did something with it, and did something with the thread leather around his neck. And there's also now, it wasn't really apparent before, maybe it was hiding somewhere, but there's kind of a weasel running around and hanging out on his shoulders and stuff and running around at his feet.
Nice.
A weasel?
Yeah. There is a weasel.
So,
Sussing.
Teklik. Ah!
Uh-oh.
I love him so much. Oh my god.
Yes, Adon. Hello.
Teklik, what is it you do exactly? You said you do alchemy. Anything else?
Oh well, yeah. Alchemy is a lot. There's the sort of the production side of it, and then there's the other side of it, which
I mean, how have you survived in the jungle? Sorry to interrupt, but
I just ran and hid in the bushes, and then ran around at night and just tried to not get eaten by anything. And I had some rations with me and a little bit of water. But then mostly I just got captured by the kobolds, and I was captured.
well, if you're not effective in combat, then stand behind me.
Okay.
Jarvis is no longer here, neither is Gallia, so I suppose it's up to me to help protect all of you.
This is great. This is just like the old party. They all protected me.
All right. As you travel through the jungle for the morning, there is going to be the temperature of this day is incredibly hot. It's well over 100 degrees today, hot and steamy and just dreadfully terrible, which I'm sure greatly helps your mood that is already going on here. As you travel, it's like you're wishing there is rain, almost to help with this, and then partway through the day, that's going to happen. But it doesn't help anything. It just covers everything with mud and just makes everything worse. Anyone who has like any exposed metal, like just kind of like steam, kind of like even comes off of that at first, like as the rain hits it, it's anything is baking in the heat here, as you kind of go in and out of the canopy of the jungle. About late morning, close to noon, almost. As you're traveling through the jungle, you're going to be walking through kind of a overgrown sort of area, and let's see what your passive perception is. Taklak, what is your passive perception? I don't have you programmed into my.
Should be a 9, I think. Let me check.
Okay.
Yes, it's a 9.
All right, Sky. Here's what I'm going to do. I would like you to roll a perception check.
But the weasel also has perception, and his is better than mine. He gets a 11 for passive, and he also has advantage on perception checks that rely on hearing or smell.
Okay. All right. Well, have him roll a perception check for me as well.
Should I add advantage for hearing or smell?
Yes, please. All right. All right. So as this day continues,
wait, that should be 14. He actually gets plus 3 to perception. Sorry, so his is 13.
13. All right. What I'm gonna do is we're gonna roll a D4 here real quick and see what's gonna happen. All right. All right. Let me just look for one moment here. All right. Yeah. Okay. So the as your day passes, this event, none of you are going to notice this event happen. So it's not going to be until you break camp for the evening that Sky, as you're unpacking your pack for the evening, you're going to notice that one of your +1 arrows is missing. But in your bag, where that normally, just in your bag somewhere that you're not, where it shouldn't be, you're going to find several of those. Let's see, what are they called here? I'm pulling it up. One moment while I look at this thing. Several of the waka nuts, the ones that you kind of shake and they light up. There's 5 of those sitting in your bag that you did not have before. And there is also a root that has been placed in there. This root, Quilgok would look at. I don't think we introduced this one before. Quilgok would look at this if you were to show it to him, and he would be able to identify it as wild root, which is a basically if you can get the juice of the wild root into a poison creature's bloodstream, like by rubbing it on an open wound or something like that, it will remove the poisoned condition from that creature. You'll only be able to use it once, but it is an item that will do that. And you would have no idea how this item got into your bag. This or the 5 waka nuts that you now have. And here's just the information about the waka nuts.
You guys, is there anything interesting in your bag that wasn't there before? Or anything missing?
It wasn't me. I didn't do it. Please. Please.
I'll check my bag.
Don will do the same.
Looking at your bags, no, there's nothing missing in them.
Nope, I seem to have everything.
And there's also nothing extra.
No changes, everything same.
It's
Well, you know something about this?
There seems to be something
What's your name?
to say,
Again?
I didn't take anything.
He's very excitable.
I mean, if you want to try to do any kind of investigation or anything, you can certainly do this, or you can just kind of accept it as a strange incident of the forest, the jungle.
Rolling an insight to see if Taklak is lying.
Yeah, I was thinking same.
I don't know what to say because I think he definitely seems suspicious, but he didn't do it.
Yeah, I mean, I will say both Red and Adon. I mean, Taklak, from where I'm sitting, Taklak did not do this, and so yeah, he definitely is kind of overacting and maybe overreacting, but not necessarily because you think he actually would have done this.
Well, we came across some monkey things once before, didn't we?
Yes, but they did not trade with our packs. They just wanted to take things. Oh wait, Adon wouldn't know about that because he wasn't there.
Well,
Arrogam knew about that, but he's dead.
Oh yeah, none of you would know about that. Good lord.
Well, I think you would be able to have told the stories and things by now.
Quilgok would know about it.
They had their own monkey encounter.
Quilgok would definitely know about it. Yeah, he would laugh about the monkeys with you.
Is there anything to investigate, or? Like there's something missing and something new has been put here, but I
Yeah.
don't know what evidence I might find.
Yeah, I mean, it just seems very mysterious, I think, at this point. Other than that, that will be what happens that day. There's nothing particularly else strange that occurs, other than just the formidable heat that that takes you on. Let's see. So we're going to advance the calendar a day.
Could I spend some time searching for reagents?
Sure, yeah, you could spend some time in the evening doing that.
Adon will do the same thing. Hopefully different reagents.
Would that be nature or survival or something else?
I think we had said it was survival.
Oh boy.
But you can use your herbalism, or not herbalism, your alchemy kit for proficiency in searching for them.
Okay, I will do that.
All right, Adon, you find more supplies. Taklak, you, I think what we had set up was kind of a numerical system, right? Isn't that what we had talked about? Where?
Yeah, it's the system, but what's outlined in the book is like a pound of alchemy supplies is worth 50 gold pieces, and then you can spend some of that value to create things. And we talked about because we're out in the jungle, lessening the value of a pound.
That's right. Basically, let's see. I'm pulling up our discussion just so I know what I'm telling you. What? Yeah. Okay. I don't think we had set a value on it. So how many pounds? I'm trying to remember through our rules here. How many pounds do you need to make a thing? Like 50 pounds worth, basically.
It depends. So it's 50. So the cost in resources of making something is half of the value.
Okay.
So an alchemist's fire, which is worth 50 gold, would take 25 gold worth in pounds. I think acid is valued at 25, and oil is valued at just 1 silver piece.
Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to say that a 20 gets you a few pounds of stuff. A 10 is going to get you like 1 pound, and like a 15 is going to get you maybe 2 or 3, and like a 20 would get you like 5. How about that?
Great. I will write that down. Okay. So what is the value of pounds found in the jungle?
We're gonna keep it similar. Like we're gonna equate it to the gold value. So like 1 pound is one. So so somewhere between 5 and 10 days of searching is going to get you enough to make an item here in the jungle. Now, if you get to a place that has better stuff, like you can maybe get more. Right? Does that make sense? Because if you're needing 25 gold, if you're getting probably 3-ish a day, for the most part, it'll take you somewhere between 5 and 10 days to get everything. I can't hear you.
Yeah. So sorry. The thing is that there's like a pretty big gap in the value of some of these things. Like an oil to produce it would only take 5 copper worth
Gotcha.
of. Yeah.
Okay.
Obviously, acid in alchemist fire is much more expensive.
Tell you what, why don't you put down that you found stuff? We will work this out offline, exactly what the values are. This is probably the least interesting thing that could happen on the stream.
Fair enough.
And we will figure this out offline. But you found some supplies on an 11 today. We'll figure out what that value is. All right. Continuing on, we're going to advance the date here a day. It's going to be another hot one, with some fog on the ground as you continue traveling. Let's see. I think you're actually going to travel for a couple more days, bringing you up to the Valley of Lost Honor. Let's talk about that real quick. I need to pull up some information on that. All right. Yeah, a couple more days are going to pass uneventfully as you travel towards the Valley of Lost Honor. Coming up on it, and yeah, if you guys want to do rules for these couple of days, that's fine.
I wouldn't mind doing a hunting rule.
Yeah, absolutely.
Is that survival also?
Yes.
Hey guys, Dwarf and Catman. I realize we've been traveling a few days and I haven't asked your names. So hi, I'm Taklak.
Right, Taklak. I gotta remember that. I'm Red.
Yeah, my name is Sky.
Red and Sky. Red Sky. I like it.
Yeah, pretty simple.
That is what we call them if they're dating. Red Sky.
I'm going to have the Weasel assist me with my searches.
Okay, that is something that he can do. All right. All right. Yeah. So 16. Just mark these down, James, and we'll figure out what those equate out to. Sky, you would get some food with your 12. Red, that 7 is not gonna do much for you.
Yep.
And Adon, we've already talked about what you kind of get. So, all right. As you approach the Valley of Lost Honor, you're going to see that this place is in pretty bad shape. There is kind of a swath of this jungle that has basically been decimated. It's kind of a barren wasteland here, full of it looks like there was lava that swept over this area at one point, so it's just kind of a lava, a dried lava field now at this point, that covers just vast miles of jungle territory here as you approach it. I think a couple days into your journey here, at some point you would see kind of to the northwest of you, as you're out in the Valley of Lost Honor, you would at some point see the dragon, the red dragon, flying over the mountains from far away. Definitely a reminder of where you have come from. Yeah, you are now in the Valley of Lost Honor. What would you like to do?
Had we decided to take a little detour to Atazikawazi?
I believe so.
Yeah, I think we were going to head north towards Atazikawazi.
Okay.
I hate this. There's no canopy and the sun is so bright.
Yeah, this is going to be very bad for Taklak. All right, so traveling across the this bed of lava, of dried lava. Let's see if anything happens. All right, your first day is going to go by pretty uneventfully. As you...
I'm assuming we can like see forever, I guess, right? Because there's no cover.
Yeah, well, I mean, kind of until the horizon kind of starts dipping. I mean, these are 10-mile tokens, so you can see quite a ways out in either direction, though.
Yeah, well, just basically that we're not going to get surprised by anything other than if it pops out of the ground, I guess.
And we can be seen from quite a ways out.
You also can be seen from quite a ways out.
Yes.
All right, crossing the valley. This first day, nothing is going to happen. It's going to be another very hot day with kind of heat just shimmering up off of this rocky ground that you were crossing. Towards the end of the day, you begin approaching the other side of the valley, and you can see high above you there are these bluffs at the top of a gorge that begins here, and you can see that the jungle rises across the top of them. But heading into Ataz Yaqualzi, there we go. You can see that this canyon that's created here is kind of a volcanic area that just has etched its way in between the walls of the jungle and into the rock itself. Over the next couple of days, as you head deeper into this area, let's see here. We're going to advance a couple more days.
I was going to mention if Taklak or anyone is complaining about the heat. I mean, at the end of the day, I can just do a create water spell and just kind of, I don't know.
Well, I like the heat. I just
make
don't
a little,
it's so bright.
make a little pool of water for people to wallow in or something.
Oh, but I like the water.
All right, so heading into Ataz Yaqualzi. This gorge deepens and becomes more pronounced as you head into it, you're going to look around you. It's almost a volcanic canyon at this point. There's blades of black basalt that kind of thrust up out of the floor of this canyon. They're sharp enough, and it's enough of a forest of these things that if you're unwary and kind of brush up against these ebon piles of rock, that they're almost like razor-edged sort of weapons that can slice you. And heading up this way, you can see ahead of you that it opens out into the jungle ahead, as you travel from among the rocks. Let's do this real quick.
It probably would have said at some point during the journey, keep your eyes open, people. This is a great place for an ambush.
Indeed it is. All right. We are going to do... they are on.
Oh man, I remember this sound. It's the sound of Lauren making a battle map.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
Click, 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 click.
Just to get this straight in my head, from the Valley of Lost Honor, are we going uphill to Ataz or downhill?
It is more. It's not really up a hill at all. It's more into a gorge that opens up above you. So you're kind of staying on a ground level, and it's kind of maybe slightly uphill as you ascend, but it's
okay, but the walls are closing in.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay.
It's getting tighter and tighter as you head north. Let's see. I'm just setting this up real quick, guys. Take me just 1 second. All right. So, Deadly Treasure is going to be in the lead. Where does Dawn Greeter Vorn walk with everyone?
Dawn Greeter is right beside me, I guess would be. He's behind me.
All right. All right. He's beside you.
I'm usually taking up the rear, I think.
Lauren, I know we're going to discuss this later, but could I maybe, just for the purposes of about to go into a battle, could I maybe add 2 or 3 oils to my inventory?
Sure. Yeah, I think that's fine.
Thank you.
All right. So here's what's going to happen. As you're traveling through this gorge with the rocks and such, from among the rocks, there is going to be just kind of galloping up towards you. There is going to be a grouping of kind of strange creatures. What they are riding are these giant bird-like dinosaur type creatures that have beaks and saddles and are very much a warm weather sort of looking creature as well. The things that are riding them are kind of salamander-like. They are kind of a glowing orange sort of color, and they are equipped with some light weaponry, and they are fire newts, and they come riding up on you here in this volcanic canyon, and they do not appear to be particularly friendly. And they are going to come with weapons drawn, riding at you. So, what I need is for everyone to go ahead and roll some initiative for me. And they're kind of springing from both sides, kind of like they had, like if you're headed north, they're kind of riding from both sides of the path towards you.
Can you add 1 more initiative for me, Lauren?
For you, for Taklak.
Yeah. Yeah, for one of Taklak's things.
Okay.
Yeah.
There you go.
Thank you.
All right. Indeed, we can do that. So yeah, they are going to come charging at you. Is everybody in initiative? Dawn Greeter Vorn, Taklak Sky, Adon. Oh, we need Quilgok and Deadly Treasure. Yes.
I'm sorry. I mean, could you add a creature to the initiative for me?
Just agent. Oh, you want the actual creature? I cannot hear you.
Yeah, exactly. Just a creature on the initiative.
Okay. Do you know what number he's going to get?
12.16.
All right. Done. Well, that should have done it at least. 12.16. There we go.
Sorry, that's William. William keeps reverting back to 12. William should be 19.16. Sorry, I am just ruining everything, aren't I? There we go. Thank you. Thank you.
How dare you with your new character? All right. All right. Sky is going to be first up in the initiative as these fire newts come racing towards you.
Let's see. I think Sky is going to do what he always does in this situation, it seems, and fire an arrow at the lead one. Sorry, how big are these squares?
They're 5 foot.
Okay, yes, we're in range then.
All right. Are you shooting at the mount or at the creatures on the back of the mounts?
At the creature who's waving weapons at me.
All right. That is going to hit for 4 damage. All right. William is up next.
William is going to rummage through one of my pouches and produce one of the oils. And then he is going to just run over to here.
All right. Taklak.
Taklak runs over behind Don Readerborn and Adon, and then he is going to reach into his other pouch and pull out a tiny clay hand, and he whispers into it, and then with his other hand he makes a motion, an upward motion, and he is going to try to he's casting a spell. Which is Maximilian's Earthen Grasp, which is a range of 30 feet. So he is going to produce a hand right here, and I'll draw it in a second. Sorry, right here. Oh my gosh, right here. I'll draw it in a second and make a this. Bird is going to need to make a strength saving throw.
Here, have a hand.
Oh, perfect. Thank you.
Strength saving throw against the striding creature. Cannot hear you.
Sorry. Turn it. And then I'm gonna use.
Oh, you dropped out.
Again. Oh my gosh. My bonus action is to give a command to my my torch to come out and fight the creatures.
All right. There is your tiny servant.
And I'll post in the group chat what the torch looks like. That's a different token.
Oh, is it a different one? Gotcha.
Yeah.
All right. Fire Newt Warrior number 3 is going to kick at the heels of his giant strider, who's going to dash into this direction. Well, he doesn't even have to dash; he can just run. So he's going to ride up against Adon over here. Let's see, because the Fire Newt is controlling it, that's a good thing for you. Actually, as he comes running up, he is going to, as he gets here, he's not actually even closed into range with Adon yet. He is going to kind of open his mouth, and this Fire Newt is going to spew flame in your direction, Adon.
That's cute.
Yeah.
Hold on a second.
All right.
Assuming that's magic, If it's not, then never mind. Sorry, I forgot that.
Yeah, it is not a magical attack. It is
Well,
just,
in that case, I'll just make the save.
yeah, but it is a 11 dexterity save, which saves. All right. So you will take.
So what is the damn? Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
Half.
You'll take half, which is going to be 4 in this case.
All right, and I'll take even less because I'm a tiefling, so I take 2.
Yep. Quilgok is going to see this happen, and he is going to order Deadly Treasure to go and attack. And he is going to, from the back of Deadly Treasure, he is going to shoot with his crossbow. That is a 6. That is going to miss. Because he's controlling Deadly Treasure does not get an attack this turn, but he will give it its head for next round. This warrior, it's going to kind of come right over here, getting within 10 feet of Sky, and it's going to try that same fire spitting thing at Sky. So that's going to be a DC 11 saving throw, Sky. That will save. So you're going to take 5 fire damage.
I will use a reaction to cast Absorb Elements.
Okay.
So I have resistance to fire until the next
round.
to the beginning of the next beginning of my next turn.
Perfect. All right, so you will take half damage on that. So that will be 2. It's probably a good thing because this guy, actually, he's going to come running in. He's going to try the same thing, only on Deadly Treasure. Let's see, so that's a Dexterity 13 the Deadly Treasure needs to make. Or Dexterity 11, I should say. He will take it, so that is going to be 6 damage to Deadly Treasure. Alright, let's see, the Fire Newt Warrior up here, he is going to come dashing in. He's going to try the same thing on Sky. So another Dexterity save, Sky. So 2 more damage. Your torch now gets to move. Taklak.
Good. So the torch is, well, his general command was to attack them. So he runs up to here and I guess attacks the the torch attacks the bird.
All right.
Torch? Like literally a torch?
It's literally a torch with arms and legs.
Okay.
If you look in the Discord general chat, you can see him and how sassy he is.
Wow.
He is very sassy. 21 is going to hit this bird. For 6 damage. All right. Dawn Greeter Vorn. That's you, Dawn.
So Adon is going to command Dawn Greeter Vorn to cast Fairy Fire centered on this point. So I need all 6 of these creatures to make a Dexterity saving throw.
Okay. And all of these creatures get to make a Dexterity saving throw.
So it's a 20-foot on a side cube. It's not 20-foot radius. I looked at it earlier. I was going to cast it, but it would have only got like 2 things.
20 foot on a side, so the 20 foot on this side, 20 foot on this side, 20 foot on that side. So a 20-foot radius. Right?
Let's see. That would be your cube, roughly there.
Oh, a 10-foot radius, my boyfriend is saying, so I'm gonna... I guess that'll hit the birds and not. I don't know how this is positioned because they're sort of like off to the side. I don't know exactly how it works.
10-foot radius is 20-foot diameter. So.
Yeah. What we're gonna do? We're gonna say, since they are mounted, I will say that it can hit all of them in this particular instance.
Okay.
What is the save on it?
My save is 16, so it looks like it hits all of them.
It will hit all of them.
So while Vorn maintains concentration, every single one of those creatures, you have advantage to hit it.
All right. So they are all basically glowing at this point. Let's see. Deadly Treasure is up. Let's see. Deadly Treasure. Because he is being controlled this turn, he does not actually get a turn. I'm just marking all of these guys real quick. But he will next time. All right. The Fire Newt Warrior is going to come down over here, and he is going to breathe fire. Keep in mind that Dawn-Greeter Vorn is at partial power, so he did not heal up.
So he doesn't heal on a long rest at all?
Well, he's broken, so it was whatever he was at before.
Okay.
Yeah. So that is his new maximum right now, is whatever it was at when this started, basically.
So he doesn't heal ever then, just to be sure?
Until you can get him repaired.
Okay.
Yep. All right. So this one is going to use its Spitfire against Dawn-Greeter Vorn. Set as a dexterity saving throw. That he's not going to save, so that is 15 fire damage to Dawn-Greeter Vorn, and he needs to make a concentration check.
Whoops, I accidentally did 156 somehow.
Oh, Lathander.
Gallia would not be pleased. What was his maximum set at? It was 100, or what was he at before that?
100.
100. All right. I'm just going to make that his maximum right now.
Oh, okay.
All right. And then he's going to lose concentration as well.
That sucks.
All right. Adon is up.
All right, Adon. Wait, where did Quilgok go? He's not on the map anymore.
He's under Deadly Treasure.
Adon will run over here. He's going to attack the creature on top of the mount, I guess.
All right.
A 23. Oh well.
So what I'm thinking is, if the creature is up above, I'm thinking you might have disadvantage on that. Let me look at the mounted combat rules real quick.
I was actually looking to see if they had disadvantage on dex saves, and there was no like advantage for being on a mount or anything like that.
Well, they might have a special ability or something.
It's just with you being above. Alright, yep, nope, there's nothing about it. Alright, that's fine. Yeah, you can attack the thing on the mount. So 23 is a hit.
Let's slash him for 8.
Alright, that bloodies him. Red.
So this... Oops. This bird and newt here were attacking Vorn?
They did attack Vorn.
Okay. So they are within melee distance of him, I guess.
Well, his thing has a 10-foot range. His fire breath had a 10-foot range.
Oh. Alright. Well, maybe I could still do it anyways. I will move around here to maybe eventually be in flanking. I will spiritual weapon. I wonder if I should do it. Let's try this at level 3. Why not?
That's a hit.
And I will use it on the newt guy here. And then I will Warhammer. Don't think I have anything special going on.
19 will also hit for another 6 damage. That will bloody the newt on the back of this thing.
Okay.
This one is going to run over towards red. It's going to try spitting fire on red. So I need you to make a dexterity saving throw. So that's 13 fire damage to red.
Luckily, he's already lost his beard.
Yeah. Alright, Sky is up.
Sky is going to cast Mirror Image. So 3 duplicates of this cat appear in my space and dance around and mimic whatever I'm doing. And they give a chance for any attackers to miss.
Alright.
Are both of these in melee with me?
No, you would have to move towards one of them. Alright, just to differentiate.
So I could move away then.
Yeah.
Yep, yeah, because they were breathing on you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. 3 of them appear, you said?
3 of them, yes.
Alright. Is that roughly where you would like them, or where do they appear exactly?
It says in my space, so
Okay.
all we have to do is keep track of when one gets hit, because if it gets hit, it goes away.
Alright, there's 3 of them on top of you there.
And if I get to move without an attack of opportunity...
You currently can.
I will head over here.
Alright. Alright, William.
William is going to take the dodge action and stay where he is.
Taklak.
Taklek, sort of seeing Sky move, is going to sort of just run around over here so that he's not the first thing that this salamander runs into. Then for my action, I am going to... unfortunately, all I can do with the hand is move it. So I am going to move it to... Well, let me check that I can move it to there. No, I can't. 30 feet. 50 feet. Well, maybe I do this before I move over here. So I'm still standing here. And yeah, now I can place it right here. So that's what I'm going to do. And then I'm going to run right over to here and use a bonus action. No, I won't use my bonus action. That's my turn.
All right. All right. The fire newt who is here. He is going to. He's going to swing with his scimitar at Deadly Treasure. Twice. So 15 and a 9. The 15 is going to hit for 5 damage. Quilgok is not going to appreciate that. He has given Deadly Treasure his head. He is going to use his crossbow off of the back of this thing. 14 is going to miss, however. Fire Newt up here. He is going to move forward and swing it twice at these images of sky.
They stay with me.
Oh, they stay with you.
Base, I think.
Gotcha. That makes sense. That makes more sense. Yeah, move you and mimic your actions. Perfect. All right, well then he's just going to swing at Quilgok. He'll move a little closer this way and swing at Quilgok twice with his scimitar. So 21 and a 13. So that's going to hit for 6. Does the hand do things at the beginning of his turn, or when does it do?
The hand it doesn't do anything right now.
Okay, it's only if you perform an action with it.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, he's going to come over here and swing at Deadly Treasure. This is twice with it. The 15 is going to hit for another 7 damage. They definitely see the dinosaur as one of the biggest threats out here. This one is going to move around over by Dawn Greeter Vorn, kind of ignoring this tiny little torch that is doing whatever it's doing. It's going to swing it twice with its scimitar at the corn man. 17 and 19. That is going to
Both of those hit.
12 more damage. The torch is up.
The torch will attack with advantage.
Where does its advantage come from?
Fairy fire.
Fairy Fire is down at
It
this
dropped.
point.
You would think if anyone could concentrate on a spell, it'd be Vorn, but apparently not.
So roll one more time without.
Sorry, if you hover over the roll, you'll see that the disadvantage was 7.
All right.
So it's a 12 to hit.
All right, so that's going to miss. All right. Dawn Greeter Vorn.
Vorn is going to rear back, and you hear like these pistons roll, and then the big little seismic charge is going to fall out of his elbow, and it's going to ram in as he flies his fist towards this stupid salamander's stupid face.
That is a hit.
And it looks like it did 13 damage. I need to turn off auto roll. I hate that.
I blame Patsy.
And he's going to use his multi-attack to attack again.
Excellent.
Oh,
That is a critical
not so good.
fail.
The piston in his elbow seems to malfunction, and he sort of like just stops for a moment in mid-swing.
Let's see. Deadly Treasure is going to whip with his tail. That is a good attack. That is going to be 11 bludgeoning damage against this one riding the fire newt, who also needs to make a strength saving throw or be knocked prone. He's going to fail. This tail is going to whip him off of the mount. He is prone on the ground over here. Excellent. Fire Newt Warrior to the north here. He is going to... I think he's going to swing his scimitar at red. That's a 17 and a 11. So the 17 will hit for 3.
Yep.
All right. Dawn is up.
Alrighty. For Don's bonus action, he's going to look over to Sky, and he's going to say, I believe in you, Skitty Man. You can do some serious damage if you concentrate on it. And he'll give you his Bardic Inspiration die. And on his action, he's going to attack Newtman.
Newman. I mean, Newtman.
Ooh, 25 to hit.
25 will hit.
7 magic damage.
All right, that is going to kill Fire Warrior number 3. We'll pull him out of combat.
That'll end my turn.
All right. That brings up Red Stout Fist.
Well, first thing I'll do is bonus action spirit weapon attack on this thing. Standard, it was level 3.
That's a hit for 10 more damage. That's going to kill it.
Yeah, not in great range, but I am going to, let's see, that was actually a spellcast, so this should be fine. I'm going to try this. I'm going to bless myself and Sky and Taklak.
All right.
I have all kinds of extra dice.
Yeah. You are blessed. Very good. Well, I guess your shadow is blessed. Here, I'll actually give it to you there. All right. The Fire Newt Warrior to the north of Red is going to come right over here. He's going to have advantage because of the Strider. His scimitars. It's an 18 and a 21, so 5 damage to Red. All right. And I guess I need to add these Striders as they lose their riders into combat. All right, Sky, you are up.
Sky will attack this one with claws. We decided there was no disadvantage for them being mounted, right?
Correct.
Okay, so this will be a claw attack.
Okay, so you're if you are
yeah, I do need to move.
If you do move, you are going to take an attack of opportunity from the Strider next to you. It does not have a rider on it anymore, and it is pissed. It appears that there may be some sort of connection between these riders that are on these and the creatures. And once they lose the rider, it makes these things very, very angry.
Well, in that case, my strategy just changed. Actually, I don't know if the Striders have fire immunity or not, so... yeah, I'll do the claw attack on the Strider instead. But that's a miss anyway.
Alright.
Is it
advantage? Because you're flanking.
That
So I'm
is
on the
true.
other side.
Let's roll it again.
Oh,
That's still a miss.
terrible luck.
But I will take my bonus action to make a second attack with a monk weapon.
Oh, excellent. There you go. 24
So
will hit.
24. For 7.
7 damage. All right. That is going to bloody that creature. William is up.
Okay. William. William is going to. It's not really close to anything. He's just going to run. Yeah, he's just going to take the dodge action. He's not going to do anything.
All right. Giant Strider is not going to like getting hit, and he is not going to like that Red just killed his rider, specifically. It is going to...
Yeah, I didn't. The spirit weapon did. So.
Mm-hmm. All right, that's fair. It's going to go after Sky then.
Actually, I was kidding. So. Doesn't really matter.
It's going to use its fire burst on a spot that it can see within 60 feet of it. And every creature within a 10-foot radius sphere of that spot is going to need to make a save. Basically, he's going to place it so that it hits these 4 lovely friends who are standing here.
Well, Sky and Tack, you have your bless. So.
Yeah.
For the save.
So go ahead and make a dexterity saving throw. Oh, and I'm going to make that roll on the 4d6.
This, is this save or take damage, or save and take half?
Half.
Okay, then Taklak is going to also cast Absorb Elements at this time.
Yeah, I will do that again as well.
All right. So it's going to be 14 damage to everyone who doesn't save, which is Taklak saves. Vorn, and I think William is also going to need to save as well. Taklak.
Okay. So what's the DC?
It is a 12. So William is not going to save.
William is gone.
All right. Bye, William. Taklak, you're going
To
to
the Shadow Realm.
You're going to take half the damage. That's 7 damage for you, plus have that again because of your absorb elements. So that's going to be 3. Dawn Greeter Vorn is going to take the full 14. Sky, you're going to take 7 because you failed the save, but you have your absorb elements up. Taklak is up.
Okay. Taklak, seeing this this guy that's on the ground here and having the absorb elements, this time he is going to run up to it and cast a spell called Green Flame Blade.
Green Flame.
Green flame.
Okay, so this is going to be at advantage. He has disadvantage from one source and advantage from 2 sources.
Right.
And it was fire damage from there, and Green Flame Blade is on. There's no oil on the guy, so that is 15 to hit, and then all of those different damages that happened.
All right.
And it's jumping to the bird.
Unfortunately, a 15 does not hit.
Did you use your bless in there too?
Oh no, I do not have my blessing there.
Ah. Go ahead and roll your bless.
Remember, these guys love fire.
16 hits. All right, so it's 4 piercing, and 3 fire, and 3 fire. It's 4 piercing. So let's see. The 11. What is the 11?
And the 11 is the Green Flame Blade that jumps to the other creature.
All right. So the other newt is going to take the 11. All right. Which is not fire. It is magical.
It is fire damage.
Oh.
I guess I don't have it in there.
It takes no damage then. All right.
Okay, fair enough. I will use my action to Misty Step. My bonus action to Misty Step away.
All right. Quilgok, again, is giving Deadly Treasure his head. Quilgok is going to shoot with his crossbow at this nerd on the ground because he'll have advantage on it. Well, actually, he won't have advantage on it because it's a ranged weapon. Never mind. He'll shoot at this guy next to him. That's a miss. Poor Quilgok. Giant Strider, who is very angry, is going to bite at Deadly Treasure. That is a 17. That is going to hit for 6 more damage. Giant Strider number 7 is going to... he's going to use his ability to do that. Let's see. 10-foot radius, so that would be a 20-foot diameter. So yeah, he can hit both Taklak and Adon with it. He's going to try his Fire Burst, so I need a Dexterity saving throw from both Taklak and Adon.
I'm using another Absorb Elements.
And you have Bless.
I need to configure that on my character sheet as soon as I have to stop rolling. To be able to add Bless super easily. Dexterity save, normal roll, and...
Alright, well, you both save. So that's going to be half damage, which is 6 damage for each of you, and if you do your other, you can have it again.
Yeah, and Adon will reduce it to 1 or to 3, and then to 1 with Dawn Greater Horn, so they both take 1 damage.
Alright. This Fire Newt is going to stand up. I guess he's engaged with the tiny servant over here, so he will swing twice at it with his scimitar. 13 out of 14?
Sorry, 1 moment.
Actually, it's a 15. Neither of those hit.
Oh, joy. Excellent.
Sorry, I had it right there. Let's see, this guy's going to slash at Deadly Treasure again. Neither of those are going to hit. Warrior number 2 is going to slash at Dawn Redevorn. None of that's going to hit either. Speaking of the corn, it is his turn.
Sorry, still getting used to that. A Dawn Greeter is I'm gonna tell him to smash the birdies, seeing how angry they get when the little guys die. So he'll make a smashy attack. 12 and a 17.
That is going to... The 17 is going to hit.
The birdie takes 7 bludgeoning damage as he punches it in its stupid face.
It squawks. All right.
Attaboy, Vaughn.
Your walking lantern is up.
Okay. Yeah, he will turn and attack the salamander that just attacked him.
All right.
Okay.
That's a
10.
miss. All right. Deadly Treasure is going to whip with his tail.
Come on, Deadly.
That is a 23. That is 15 damage against this newt, or against the giant strider next to him. That's going to bloody it. Adon.
Adon is going to hex this creature.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll activate that, and then he is going to attack it. He'll turn to Ticklac and be like, "Hey, oh wait, wrong accent. That is not a bad idea." And he'll also use Green Flame Blade. 13 to hit.
13 is going
It's
to miss.
actually a really bad idea.
What's that?
It is a bad idea. These love flames.
What'd you say, Lauren?
13 is a miss.
Ah, heck. Okay.
Yeah, and as I said, the flame did not do any damage to them.
To the birds too?
Yep.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, meh.
Well, now you know.
Red is up.
Okay. Red is going to he's going to say something wonderful. I'm sure he's better at impromptu speeches than I am. He's just gonna say like, Morden, protect your humble servant. He's gonna cast Spirit Guardians, which is going to show something. It's not showing any. Is it slow?
Nothing's loaded for me.
Let me just try one more time. Because it didn't take the...
Got it
Yeah,
pulled.
something's not working.
Got it pulled up here. You call for spirits to protect you. They flit around you to a distance of 15 feet for the duration.
Yep. And anybody that starts their turn, and now I can designate people to be unaffected by it, which I'll say my party. And any bad guy that starts their turn has to make a save.
Okay.
Wisdom save.
Where?
Or no.
Where are you placing it?
It's centered on me, so
Okay.
it's self-target.
Okay. There is a spirit floating its way around you now.
Yep. And bonus action, I will use spirit weapon on the bird.
18 will hit. That is going to kill it.
Oh, bless drops.
All right. There is no
Spirit
more
Guardian
bless.
is concentration.
All right. All right. Fire Newt Warrior number 4.
Now he starts his turn in the circle, so he has to do
Has to make a wisdom saving throw, looks like.
whatever that was, it failed.
Definitely failed. So it is going to take 3d8.
3d8.
Radiant.
Yep. Yeah, wisdom save.
So roll that
And-
3d8 for me, Red.
Yep. There's something about speed too.
Yeah, his speed is halved.
Speed is halved, yes. 8.
So it's 15 damage. Excellent. That's a lot of damage that is going to happen to that creature.
It's both of them.
Well,
Oh,
the
wait,
other-
it's his turn. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
My bad. Ignore me.
Well, right now they're acting on the same turn, so that's a very good point. Because they are... so that one's going to fail as well. If you want to roll another 3d8 for me. All right. That's going to kill this other Strider that is over here. So this one, as it falls, he's going to have to make a dexterity saving throw to see how he falls off of this thing. Not well. With a crit, he's going to land prone next to you, and that's going to be his turn. All right. So that brings up Sky in the order.
Having seen how well that radiant damage worked, Sky will cast Moonbeam on that Strider and Newt pair.
Okay. There is a beam of light now upon them.
And my spells aren't showing up either.
I will restart the API. It didn't look broken, but I'll start it again and see if that fixes anything. Let's see. All right, so on this creature's turn, it's going to have to make a Constitution save or take some damage. Is what's going to happen.
Exactly.
All right, I've got it pulled open, so we can keep moving. Do you want to make any move or anything like that?
I think that I will move around to the other side of Dawn Greeter here. And I'll yell, "You got that one right, Red? You okay?"
I'm good.
All
I
right.
was going to mention, you'll see ghostly dwarven-like shapes flitting around Red.
I'm picturing the ghosts at the end of the first Indiana Jones movie. The Nazi ghosts flying, not the Nazis, but the ghosts flying out of the Ark.
That seems about right.
But they look like dwarves.
All right, Taklak is up.
And I move my hand to here.
Creepy hand has moved.
Yep.
Hey,
Oh,
give
it's
that-
like made of
Give that burn a hand, Taklak.
and then Taklak is just kind of gonna go over here,
All right.
and that'll be his turn.
Quilgok is going to he's going to shoot his crossbow at this guy over here. It's going to miss, terribly miss. This thing is going to attempt to bite Deadly Treasure. That's a critical failure. This giant strider is going to attempt to bite a Dawn. It's a 13.
13 will miss.
Alright. This guy is going to... he's going to step over to Dawn Greeter Vorn, I think, and take a swing with his scimitar. He's still engaged with the little guy. 10 is going to miss, but the 23 will be a crit for 11 against Dawn Greeter Vorn. The Fire Newt down here is going to swing at Deadly Treasure as well. It's a 20 for 6 damage. All right. The Fire Newt Warrior here to the north. He is starting his turn here, so he needs to make a Constitution save, as does the Strider that is with him. Neither of them are going to pass, so I need you to roll 2d10. Now it's rolling. All right.
Well, I clicked on the spell earlier, hoping it would put the text in, but the weapon effect is working.
All right, excellent. That is going to kill the warrior that is on the back of this thing, which is, of course, going to terribly enrage the Strider.
You rolling from both?
Yeah, it'll be able to move on its next turn. All right. The creature is dead, so we can remove him from the thing. Dawn Greeter Vorn is up.
Dawn Greeter Vorn.
Oh no, it's not. I'm sorry. You're right. Tiny servant. I was thinking Winston, William.
Yeah, Williams. So the tiny servant will attack the salamander that's on the ground.
All right. He is back in the order.
Okay.
14 is going to miss. Now it is Dawn Greeter Vorn's turn.
All right. Dawn Greeter Vorn is going to look down at this tiny little weird thing that just hit it with a sword really hard. He's just going to kick it.
All right.
1 second. Here we go. Oh, not good.
That is.
He sort of put a lot of effort into it. He's going to try again real hard this time. Hey, tried real hard.
It's a field goal.
He's going to smoosh it.
Yes, that is exactly what happens. The Fire Newt warrior is dead. He's now a pile of experience on the floor. Deadly.
Oh, don't forget to pick that up.
Yeah.
Deadly Treasure is going to whip with his tail. He's going to whip it real
Wait,
good.
do we have to loot to get the experience?
You're catching on. No. Let's see. 19 is going to finish off this guy to the north of him that he's been fighting. So that is another of these giant striders that are down. All right. Adon is up.
Alright, Edan will slash at this stupid bird. At 25?
That will hit.
So it takes 17 damage as I slice its throat.
That will bloody it.
And on his bonus action, he will turn to red. I think he's in range. King in the red. I'll make sure you make it through, and he'll also be inspired.
All right. Bardic inspiration. Very nice.
What's the dice?
D6.
6, okay.
And it is Red's turn.
And remind me what I can use that for?
Attacks and saving throws and ability checks, I believe.
Okay. All right. Well, bonus action, spirit weapon. I probably have to move it a bit, but anyways.
Yeah, I'm sure you have
Attack that
enough
guy.
range to do so.
Yeah. That's. Oh, actually, this is with advantage since he's prone. Holy moly!
That is a very strong crit.
So the damage would actually be doubled, which makes it 2. Yeah.
Don't we roll a second die?
I don't. But
Oh, okay.
I didn't have that. I don't have advantage set up on this or
Well-
crit set up on
Well,
this.
the good news is that is going to be enough to kill this thing.
Okay. So that's bonus action, and I will. Oop, oop. Don't know if I can. I don't think I can technically flank that guy, but I can move.
Well, the tiny servant is over there, so yeah, if you're on that side of him.
Oh, all right, right, that's right. I will. No, it's not a bonus anymore.
Careful you don't step in that moonbeam.
Yeah. I will dodge the moonbeam. I will just attack with the warhammer. Not advantage.
That is going to
I will
miss.
use my. Can I decide when I use my inspiration?
Yeah, you can use your inspiration.
Or do I have to declare it first?
After the roll has been made, but before the DM declares the result.
Yeah. Okay. And sorry, you said D6.
Correct.
All right, 19 will hit.
Oh, yeah.
So that is going to be for 5 damage. All right. Sky is up.
And he's now in my circle of guardians too. So.
Okay.
Did I take any
I
damage?
think the moonbeam should take care of that remaining strider up there, so I'm going to move down to this one
Mhm.
and claw attack.
22 is a hit.
So 4 damage,
Mhm.
and it will take the bonus action for a second claw attack.
11
And I
is
will
going to
spend
miss.
I'll spend my d6.
Okay, yeah, you started saying it before I... Twelve is
Never
also
mind.
going to miss. All right, Taklak.
And I grasp at the strider that's there.
All right. It's a strength save.
Where are you? Oh, you're behind the.
That is not going to save. So that is going to be 9 bludgeoning damage, plus it is restrained. All right. It is restrained. Quilgok. Let's see. Quilgok is going to attempt to shoot with his crossbow. That's going to miss. giant strider. Let's see, restrained. I have a lot of other things open here. I think with this restrained, he can't move. Is that correct?
Yeah, his movement is reduced to 0. He has disadvantage on dexterity saves, and his attacks are at disadvantage, and attacks against him are at advantage.
Yeah. So he is going to attack with disadvantage against, I think, Adon at this moment. Let's see. So that is going to be a 9. So that obviously misses. This Fire Newt is going to go after Deadly Treasure again. The 18 is going to hit. And I also think he would have moved across to get advantage at this point for flanking. All right, the Tiny Servant.
Oh, the tiny servant attacks!
Get him.
Where is it? I have to click on him, and it's on his token. Advantage from flanking. Okay, 21 to hit for 4.
That will. That's actually going to be enough. That is going to kill this Strider.
So this torch that's just like on its that just has feet and arms. It just swings its head around, arms crossed, smacking into the Strider's like leg and making it fall over, somehow breaking its leg or something.
I like it. All right, yeah, that happens. It's weird, but it happens. Dawn Greeter Vorn is up.
Actually, can I have the Strider move as well?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, not this one. The Tiny Servant. Can he get there? Yeah, he can get there. So he's gonna just run.
Little torch legs carrying him. Imagine the implications if the torch could carry itself for the Olympics instead of having all the runners.
Oh no. Okay, Lauren, I realized I was talking to myself. I will screenshot this. Oh my god. Vorn rolled a crit, but I was talking to myself. I will screenshot this for you.
You and Vorn are having secret conversations?
I'm just making sure my macros work. There, it's in chat now. I'm sorry.
All right, I'm pulling
Tell
it
the
up.
party's distracted and get him.
Fist for 27. All right. All right, that is fair. I don't feel you could have photoshopped it that quickly.
Oh, and it's 18 bludgeoning damage as he punches this bird in the face.
Wow.
All right. I mean, all you needed was 3, but that works.
It's not that one.
Yeah, it's the one that
Oh.
he's next to.
Well. All right. Well, that's gonna kill this one then.
And the other thing has to probably like.
Yeah, it's making a dex save to see how it falls. It falls just fine.
And then gets punched in the face as it's falling.
Yes, it does.
Ooh.
12 damage. All right. Dawn Greeter Vorn hits hard.
He does.
Deadly Treasure with the tail swipe. 24 is going to murder this creature over here, leaving the one fire newt that is left, which I think Deadly Treasure would kind of... Well, actually, yeah, he still has Quilgok on his back, so he's going to rush over there because he is now in a blood rage of sorts. Adon is up.
Adon on his bonus action is going to move his hex over to the last remaining creature.
Mhm.
And then he's going to hold his sword straight out, and the tip is going to crackle with green energy, and 2 bolts are going to fly out towards it.
17 will hit.
17.
Yeah, maybe a Mosey. It could be a Mosey.
So in total, that's 11
enough.
foot. Yeah.
Sorry to be that guy, but if the oh wait, no, he's not prone because he landed fine. Never mind.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep. That is going to be enough. You are out of combat. The fire newts and their giant strider companions are dead. And you find yourselves here slightly more bloodied and beat up than you were at the beginning, here in this canyon. This is probably a good place to take a short break, and then we can reconvene and talk about the aftermath and that kind of thing.
Don't forget to loot all that experience.
Yep.
Definitely.
See you boys in a couple minutes.
Yep. We will be right back, everybody. Thanks for watching. Welcome back, everyone. Thanks for sticking with us through the break. So, we've got some roughed up creatures here who just survived their encounter with the fire newts. What are you guys thinking and doing as you're kind of going through this deep gorge that fire newts and their striders have attacked you from?
First thing Adon does after the fight is he'll slowly walk up to Deadly Treasure, seeing him bleeding and have burns all over him, and he'll sort of like crouch down to his face. Come here, friend. And he'll sort of cup the Deadly Treasure's face in both his hands and put his forehead to his, and using, I think this is how it works. I could be wrong. He's going to use this 2nd level Warlock spell slot to cast Cure Wounds at 2nd level.
Okay.
So that's 13 points of healing that'll heal.
All right. Deadly Treasure will take the 13 points. That unbloodies him at least. That's good.
Is there anything on these creatures worth looting?
Oh, that's a very sensible sort of question. All right, so each of these warriors is carrying. They each have a scimitar. Other than that, they each have. It seems that they're wearing a chain shirt, but it's fitted for a fire newt, not for a human. So that would be a little bit difficult. Other than that, no, they're not really carrying much of anything. The striders also, I mean, they're mounts. They don't really have any stuff other than some, bits of bridle and that kind of thing that they have on them.
Are the birds edible?
I'm sorry?
Are the birds edible?
I think they would be very spicy. No, they're not. They're not what I would call particularly edible.
Okay.
I mean, you might be able to try them. They're not going to poison you or anything like that, but I don't think they're going to be good eating either.
Adon will pick up the chain shirts. When we finally reach Nyanzaru, I know that metal armors like this are more valuable than on the Sword Coast.
That is true. You could pick up 6 of them. There are 6.
Good idea.
Yeah, maybe we could try to sell them to the next group of these things that attack us.
Is there anything else that you would want to do with them?
Quilguk, seeing as how we've been ambushed in this valley, do you know anything of this area or what those creatures were?
I think Quilgok would. Those were. I think those were fire newts. I think those are a type of creature that lives here near the volcanoes. I've never encountered them before, but then again, I've never come down to this area of the continent before. He'll rack his brains, and let's see what kind of information he can remember. Let me pull up a character sheet for him and roll a history check. Is history intelligence or wisdom offhand? Do you guys remember?
Intelligence.
That's what I was thinking. Since he does not have it as a skill on his sheet. Oh, all right. Yeah, he's going to know a little bit about these. He's going to say it's usually anywhere that's just kind of hot and wet sort of conditions. And he's just going to kind of like gesture around like, look, it's a jungle, but a volcano. That's where you find these kind of fire newts. They tend to be pretty militaristic and follow fire in kind of its elemental form. That's what they revere and worship. He's going to kind of think for a second. I mean, it might make sense that they're around here if that red dragon lives nearby. Then maybe it's surprising we haven't seen any before now. I bet this whole valley is teeming with these guys, and all around the volcanoes.
We're lucky we got across it then.
I know, I hated this valley for a reason. I don't like those things.
Yeah.
Well, you sure did pretty good there, Taklak. You're
I
kind
don't
of handy.
know. Maybe I will be more hopeful in the future.
Perhaps we should. I mean, he looks around the valley. There's not really anything you could hide as you travel along. There's no way to be stealthy as you travel.
No, I mean, like you're in kind of this very narrow gorge that is leading you north out into the jungle. So I mean, unless and this is what you were guessing is Ataz your quality is the gorge itself at this point. The gorge. It is actually a translation out of Chultan. It means Gorge of Blades. That's kind of for these ebon shards of blade that you have found here. But you're almost out, and this will take you to where you can kind of go through jungle again instead of being in the Valley of Lost Honor if you're headed over more towards the Peaks of Flame, if that's kind of your plan.
Well, I think I'd like to get in some shade again.
Yeah, I can agree with that. Yeah.
All right. So you're going to continue traveling for the rest of the day, and as evening approaches, you're seeing the you're kind of coming out of the Gorge of Blades to the northern end of the valley. And give me just one moment here. We're going to do a thing.
We're going to prepare another battle map.
Well, of sorts. We're going to see what happens here.
So, on a long rest, our friend Vorn does not heal then.
That is correct currently.
Okay.
Yes. And you have not actually taken a long rest yet.
Oh, have we taken the short rest? Okay, I will not return my things then. I thought I heard you say the day advanced. I'm like, oh, okay.
No, you're continuing your day. I mean, you can take a short rest if you would like to. It does leave you exposed here in the valley, if that is something you would like to do. Or
I'd rather rest in the shade too.
Yeah.
All right. So you are.
Had we come up with a mechanism for restoring hit points to Vorn, or is he just going to keep chipping down?
Right now he's chipping down. You need to find a way to repair him. Is what we had come up with. But I don't know that you had found that yet. I'm guessing if Gallia had been here, we might have been working on that. So what I will say is he can recover. He can recover maybe. He won't recover anything on a short rest. I will let him go back up to. I'll give him half of what he has, like half of the distance to maximum health on a long rest. So like 2 long rests would fill him back up to his now reduced to 100 maximum. Does that make sense? Okay.
Yep.
But if he takes more damage, then like that's gonna reset basically, and then it'll be the half to.
Technically, it wouldn't, because it'd be half the distance, and then half the distance of the half.
Right, because the frog never actually gets to the wall as it keeps jumping.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Xeno's arrow.
Yeah.
But would we know that magic doesn't heal him? Like, so casting Cure Wounds?
Yeah,
Or have you tried
my
it?
guess is at this point you have probably tried that.
Yeah, okay.
Perhaps I can take a look at the big metal man. I'm fascinated by this. Somehow it was it created. What magic was used? May I take a look, please? Please.
It's definitely something
Yeah.
you could look at in your downtime. Absolutely.
Oh, maybe once we get to the short rest, I will. Once we get to the shade.
And I am actually going to tie a couple of sacks to the to Born, which contain my reagents, because I'm very weak and cannot carry things like I used to.
Fair enough. All right, I'm working on a thing here. So give me just one moment, guys.
Talk amongst yourselves.
Yeah. Do I have? I did not get one of those. All right. Well, then we're just going to do this this way again. All right. So as your day is winding down and you're approaching the end of the gorge, you can see the jungle kind of just ahead of you, opening out on either side. You're gonna kind of come out into that and into the tree line, and kind of right here, it's an opening, kind of this area where it's still a little bit of kind of the rocks coming out of the ground, but it's kind of beginning to get a little bit more grassy, and it opens up on either side, and you're kind of at the top level. You aren't climbing anymore, and from your left, you're going to hear a voice yelling, and this voice is going to come quickly followed by a figure running out of the jungle on the side next to you, followed by another figure behind it. And the two of these figures, the first of them is going to, the one kind of in the lead, he is going to be some kind of, well, he looks very much like somewhere between kind of like a dinosaur or a dragon, something like that, but a humanoid sort of creature. Not a dragonborn, definitely not a dragonborn. He's holding a sword in one hand. He has kind of a ragged cloak tied around his neck, and he is running. He's not a half dragon either, and not a typical lizard man either. Like this is a creature none of you would ever have seen before, and he is just running pell-mell, full tilt across your path. He doesn't stop. He looks in your direction, but he doesn't say anything. He just kind of keeps running. As he's running, there is a smell that fills the air as he runs nearby. It's kind of the smell of violets kind of fills the air as he runs past you. Kind of this floral violet scent. Behind him, probably a good 100 yards behind him, another figure. This one is human, and he is running same direction behind this creature, and he is going to be. He's going to be dressed in kind of typical adventurer gear, kind of leather, very stained, very much been in the jungle for quite a while. He has in his hand, he's holding a dagger in his hand as he's running, and as he comes up on your path, he also is not going to slow down, and he is going to look at you as he runs past you. And he's just going to yell, "You might want to start running now!" And he is just going to keep beelining into the forest on the other side
So
of the
this
jungle.
doesn't look like one of them is chasing the other. It looks like two people are going in the same direction very quickly.
That is correct. What would you guys like
Adon's
to do?
not even gonna skip a beat. Everything in this jungle is so fucking weird. He's just gonna run after them.
Yeah, Sky is on the way too.
All right.
I got you.
All right. Everybody, do me a favor as you start running. Just a little favor. Go ahead and roll a perception check for me. Oh, was Brad saying something?
Nope, I wasn't.
Okay.
Thought I saw his mouth moving.
Just eating.
All right.
Perception, you said?
Yeah, perception. All right. From the jungle that you were running away from, as you quickly begin chasing behind this human and whatever this other creature is that is also running. Behind you, crashing through the jungle, you hear a very, very loud sound. Taklak, you are not aware of this. You are intent on running. Red, you will hear this sound. Adon and Sky, the two of you, you are going to quickly... you're going to... The smell of the violets is going to fade. And you are going to... you're going to catch a scent on the air. And I would say this scent is not a positive smell. It is kind of the smell of death and decay and destruction. It should be the smell of fear. This is true.
Zombie horde.
Oh, you wish this was
zombie
a zombie
dinosaur?
horde. Lumbering from behind you, probably a couple of 100 yards away, out of the jungle as you race pell-mell into the jungle, heading kind of southeasterly. You are going to see behind you a terrible creature. It is... you have seen Tyrannosaurus rexes in Port Ninzero. During the dinosaur race, you may recall that there were some racing nearby. Here in the jungle, in their natural habitat, they are a little more terrifying than they were in the streets of Port Ninzero, where they had been tamed. This one should strike fear in the heart of anyone who thinks normal T-Rexes are just kind of okay, because this one, there is skin peeling from its bones. There is a look in its eye of just uncomprehending anger and rage, and the teeth that are set in this creature are covered in just muck and slime, as this is an undead Tyrannosaurus Rex that is chasing after you now.
Zombiesaurus.
You wouldn't be a CR1/2, would you?
You're on to my plan. So just for reference, well, we'll get to those. Let's bring you to a map. Let me figure out maybe a way to extend the scale of this, because this T-Rex is quite a ways away from you during this chase. So we're going to have to adjust the scale of this map briefly. I think we're going to make this double the size in an effort to do this. So bear with me for just one moment, since this is kind of how this is breaking out, it looks like. All right. It's not perfect, but it will work. All right. So you are running in this direction, and behind you, let's see, behind you, as you race through the trees. This is kind of the order that I imagine this is in currently. So in front of you is kind of your strange creature that you would never have seen before. Just in front of Deadly Treasure and Quilgok is this human who is just racing for all he is worth. Then there is your group, and then a ways behind you, there is this guy. I think that would be a lovely time for everyone to roll initiative, and then we can figure out what happens from there. And you probably need a initiative for your... oh, no, you have him. Never mind. You've got the tiny servant. All right. I think that is everyone then. Sky, once again, you are first in the turn order.
Yeah, I'm quick. Let's see what this range is. How many people did you have fighting this thing before? He's going to yell up to the human.
I think the human is just going to call back over his shoulder. We weren't fighting it. He's just going to keep running.
Well, it's time to start.
Oh, sure, you won't fight a red dragon, but he wants to fight the giant Tyrannosaurus Rex that has zombies falling out of its mouth, according to this picture. Oh my god, that's horrifying.
How did we make a token go big again? Was it L or
Z? If you just hit Z, you can click on it to see.
We can't do that unless we can select it. So
yeah, I think it's just you.
Which one are you wanting to see?
I was going to look at the zombie Tyrannosaur again, but it's not important. I need to figure out what I'm doing here.
It is in chat.
Oh my god. I thought it was just slobbering all over the place.
I mean, there is also...
It has zombies for a tongue.
There is also the full artwork for it here, if you like the handout, which will stay in your journal now.
Oh, look, there's even the people running from it, too.
It's...
Yeah, where's she? She looks cool.
Your path differed from the artwork, I'm sorry to say.
Oh, is that the first girl that we talked? I wonder if that's I can't remember her name.
Sky,
the first guide we talked to.
Sky, what is your plan here?
I can't do anything at this range, and if I stop running, everybody else is just going to run away without me, so I will continue running.
All right, Red.
I can do something at this range, but I don't run very fast.
I'm not gonna lie, the T-Rex can run faster than all of you.
Oh, hey, good, great, goody.
We would have figured it out soon anyways.
Yeah.
When it gets to me, I'll start fighting.
Yep. Crap. So I send a guiding bolt at it.
Okay.
But I'm assuming I miss.
Let's see. Yeah, an 11 is definitely... Actually, an 11 is going to hit.
Oh,
I take that back.
Okay.
All right, so that is
And
going
then I'm going to run.
All right, he takes a little damage. All right. So instead
Red,
of...
can you... Sorry, Red, can you turn that thing?
Well, I could sure try. But it has to be pretty close.
All right. It is its turn. It is going to... let's see.
Like now.
Sky, if you are... if everyone is kind of running their full speed, I think is what we're saying, right? Or is anybody taking attack actions at this point?
Well, I did.
Well, guiding bolt. So, here's what I'm actually going to do. He's going to gain 20 feet on you each turn, running full pell-mell. Since you used your running, since you didn't run since you attacked, you're going to actually fall behind. I'm going to kind of break this down a little bit. Everybody else is continuing to run. If they don't, then they'll lose speed. Does that kind of make sense? Since we're kind of on a limited map here. So red is going to it's going to get closer. I guess is what I'm saying. Dawn, are you going to keep running full tilt, or are you stopping to do an action and then continue moving?
Adon's is gonna run forward only his 30 feet, his normal movement, and he's gonna shoot off Eldritch Blast 18 for guiding bolt.
Okay. So that's
or actually, if he ran forward, I'll bonus action hex him.
All right. So you're going to lose. Yep.
So that's 8, and then 14 also hits.
Yep.
That's 6.
All right. All right. All right. In that case, Artist Simber. That's not who you know it would be, but you'll find out if he lives.
Somehow I knew it was anyway.
I think he's going to spend a turn running. We're going to do that to start with. And I think Fulgok and Deadly Treasure are going to do the same thing. Let's see. I think the first to stop is going to be... he's actually going to turn around and run past... He's going to run past everybody. He's actually running back to the rest of the group. Seeing that people are kind of stopping and looking to take a stand, he turns around to run back. As he does so, that smell is going to kind of hit you again. That violet sort of smell that he is giving off, and kind of as he runs past you, there's also going to be just like a hint of baked bread to it as well, like violets and baked bread. Yeah. Deadly Treasure keeps running. Taklak, what are you going to do?
Taklak stops for a moment so that he can use his action. So I move 30 feet. Well, I don't move, but I move.
You fall back. Them. You fall back 30 feet.
And then I am going to 30. I guess this is about as. Was that full 30 feet from where I was?
Yeah.
I'm going to reach into one of my my pouches and pull out a scrap of a fleece, and I draw a little shape on it, and then an illusory kobold appears 30 feet away from me, and it's just here.
Okay. A little kobold. I'm sure I've got one of those.
And for my my bonus action, I will instruct the tiny servant to just follow, and it stops running entirely.
I feel like those are insulting images of kobolds, but let me see if I've got a better one. All right, this is better. All right, where do you want him? Cannot hear you. Is that good?
Yeah, that's perfect.
All right, cool. All right, the tiny servant has moved as well. All right, Don Greeter Vorn, what is he up to?
I'm gonna let Don Greeter Vorn know that he should keep going. He should keep running.
All right, he will use his full action. We are back to the top
Tell
of the
him
order.
when to stop, or he will keep running.
That's a very good point. Sky, we are back at the top of the order for you.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember what my spell range is. How close do I have to be to this thing?
What spell are you casting?
Oh, here it is. Moonbeam, 120 feet. Why did I look at that word like 8 times and not read range?
Sometimes that happens.
And coincidentally, I'm in 120 feet right now. So there's Moonbeam on Mr. TRZ.
All right.
And I will plant myself there. So do I drop back 30 feet?
Yes. Yep. Well, if you're stopping, if you're not using any of your movement to keep moving, you would go back 60. If you're taking, like, if you're still moving 30 feet forward, then you drop back 30 feet. I think that makes sense. You either drop back 30 feet or 60 feet, or you stay where you are. One of those two things.
I took the action to cast the spell, so there we go.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So red is up.
Red is up. Red is up. Now, would I drop back another 30 if I did an action, or
Yes.
that's what we're doing here?
Yes.
Okay. Hey, hey, hey.
It's not so much you're dropping back, it's more that the T-Rex will be continuing to gain on you over time. Like, you're not running as fast if you're doing actions.
Sure. And I don't run fast anyway. Okay. Should I? No, I shouldn't. Just gonna do a smaller one.
All right, well, a 19 is going to hit. So 15 more points of damage.
That was... Oh, crap. Actually didn't want to do it at level 2, but it will. Forgot it was a level 1 spell.
All right, so yeah, you're going to also fall back. If you're doing that, you're going to fall back another 30 feet.
Yep. Crap. I didn't want to do that.
Wouldn't he stay the same and the dinosaur gains 20 since he moved forward 30? Or it's kind of weird.
I'm assuming the whole map is moving at 60. Does that make sense? And each movement, so on a regular movement, he gains 10 feet on you. On a dash, he gains 20. So every time, he's gaining 20 because he's dashing in your direction. So even if you're moving forward 30, he's still gaining 10. It weirdly makes sense. It's just not. It's because you're falling back from the group because Deadly Treasure is what basically what we're basing everything on right now. So you're falling 30 feet back from Deadly Treasure. Because Deadly Treasure is keeping pace. Like this map is focused on him, so it's actually like you're falling backwards from him. Yeah. And then the dinosaur is going to move up. But he needs to make a save. Is this a wisdom save for the moonbeam? Or is it a dex for moonbeam?
That's a con save for moonbeam.
It's the one thing I did not save. Okay. He's going to save, so it's going to be half damage from whatever that is, I believe. All right, so that is going to be 4 damage.
And it should is radiant susceptible.
He is. It's not particularly one way or another with him.
Okay, I was hoping for undead.
Yeah, that would be nice. He's going to continue taking his dash action. Which is going to bring him forward 20 feet on you all. All right, Adon.
How far away is he at this point? 5. So, yeah, if he's 45 feet away, I'm concentrating on Hex. Yeah, I will just move forward my 30 feet and Eldritch Blast him. Oh, hey, nice. So that is 20 damage.
All right, that's a goodly amount of damage.
And I should turn advantage off. It's a 24, though.
Okay.
So another 5.
All right. Very good. All right, this human is going to turn around, finally, seeing his friend stop. He's going to turn around, and he will begin running back in this direction as well. Quilgok, I think, is going to stop Deadly Treasure. So now we can stop with the everything running away thing. But he's going to kind of maintain back here. This guy is going to run 60 feet in this direction. Deadly Treasure has stopped. All right, Taklak.
Okay, Taklak reaches into his pouch and pulls out a flask of oil, and he holds it in his hand for a moment, and it begins to levitate in his hand, and he chucks it, casting catapult with the flask.
Okay.
He is within range. So he needs to. I will roll this really quickly. He needs to make a dexterity saving throw.
All right, he can do that. Well, he can't.
He misses. So that's 11 damage. That's 11 bludgeoning, and and he's covered in oil now, since the flask shattered on him, and covered in oil. Maybe. I hope that's how it went.
Definitely he is lubed up for you.
And then I'm going to with my bonus action, command the tiny servant to charge on his turn and attack the guy. Actually, I don't think he can, but I will have him charge up to the dice.
All right. Yeah, he does that. Don Greeter Vorn.
Wait, I'm going to have him go all the way to the other side of the dinosaur.
Okay.
Don Greeter Vorn is going to dispense with this running away. He will move forward his 30 feet. If the dinosaur gets in range, he'll punch it.
Okay. That is the end of the round. Sky, you were up.
I'll move the moonbeam back onto Mr. Dino.
It is such.
And I will take up my usual position behind Vorn.
All right. Red.
Let's see here. Not 30 feet. I am going to bless. Who shall I bless? I will bless the strange green guy and Vorn and Adon. And let's see. Oh, crap! That's all I can do.
All right. All right. So he needs to make another Constitution saving throw, which he will pass. So roll damage for me again. So we'll take half of that. Whoop. There we go. Helps if I don't type just a straight up 4 in there for him.
Yeah, you can do that if you want to.
Yeah. All right. Since we're not moving the battlefield anymore, he is going to move his standard movement forward.
And a servant gets an opportunity attack.
Yes, he will. He's going to run right up here, kind of around to the edge. So go ahead and roll for the servant. That is 7. And that is going to light some of this oil on fire, correct? Because it is a torch still?
The torch is not lit.
All right. So he's going to run up here to the... he's going to run up here. He is going to use his bonus action, which is just straight up disgusting, really. He opens his mouth and lets out this terrifying sound, and from within his gullet, he disgorges a zombie into just like straight over the head of this creature, and it is going to appear on the playing field.
Zombie.
Yeah.
That's with a V.
All right. So I need to add this to the list. All right. That's his bonus action. In addition to that, he's now going to use his multi-attack. It appears he was after this, possibly like this creature. So he's going to bite at it. That is a 25. So that's going to hit, in case anyone is wondering.
Yeah.
This weird dino creature is now grappled. And he's going to take some damage from that.
Did you get to save?
It doesn't save this turn.
No.
He must use. It looks like he uses his action to try to escape.
Yeah. And he's going to take 20 damage. As he's doing this, this dino is going to whip around at Red with its tail. That is a 12. So that is going to miss. Adon is up.
Right. Adon, on his bonus action, is going to whisper some profane words into the hilt of his sword. And these strange slug-like creatures seem to fly from his blade and sink into the flesh of this Tyrannosaurus Rex. And he is going to use his Hexblade's Curse. So now he will attack this creature with his Eldritch Blast.
Alright. That is a hit.
Oh my god. Oh baby.
Get him.
I believe that's 29 total damage from those 2 attacks.
It's a bunch of damage.
That's 36.
Oh, there might have been a 10 in there. I don't know. I'm bad at math.
Alright. Let's see. This guy... he's going to come running up here, seeing his friend in danger. He's going to come over and like start pulling on him and give him the help action to help with his escaping from the jaws of this creature that is kind of trying to grab at him here. He's just gonna yell like, just hold on, dragon bait, I'll get you out of there. Quilgok is going to turn around Deadly Treasure, who is going to come running this direction.
Did you say dragon bait?
That is what he said. And Quilgok is going to take his crossbow and try to shoot at the T-Rex. That's going to hit for 2 damage. All right, dragon bait. Here, I'll give you his full handout now that you know his name. That's what he looks like. He's a very friendly-looking sort of chap.
I feel like Aza would have loved this guy.
Oh, he and Aza would have been best friends. He is going to try to make a saving throw to try to get out of this. He will have advantage because of Artis pulling on him.
And bless.
Oh, and he can do a bless. Excellent.
I don't think he makes the DC anyways.
It's a D4. Oh, yeah, he can't do it, so that's fine. All right. He is still grappled. The zombie... this zombie is going to... Alright. He's just going to kind of reach out while Dragonbait is grappled. So he's going to have, I believe, advantage on this attack because of the grappling. He is going to slam up against him. That is a 17. That is going to hit for 6 damage. Alright, Deadly Treasure just dashed, so cannot do anything. Taklak.
Taklak raises a hand, and utters, Erisimo! And I cast a firebolt at the Tyrannosaurus.
Okay.
Question: are we in the jungle now with dense canopy that blocks the sun?
You are in a spotty canopy at this point. Like, this is still kind of turning into jungle at this point.
As a normal roll because I'm getting advantage and disadvantage.
Correct.
What are you getting disadvantage from?
Being a kobold.
So that's an 11 to hit the
that will hit.
Okay, so that's 9 fire, and then 5 more from the...
All right. And then, yeah, he is going to... this is also going to set your oil on fire. So we'll deal with that on his turn. Is your tiny servant doing anything?
Sorry. The way the oil works is if it's on a creature is that once it takes any fire damage, it takes 5 additional more.
Okay, gotcha.
That's where the 5 is coming from.
Gotcha.
And now my tiny servant is going to run up to the Tyrannosaurus.
Gotcha. Is that every time it takes damage, or is that just...
No, that's just... well,
the attack that lights the fire?
Yeah, the oil burns and it's gone.
Okay, I've gotcha. All right. All right, Don Greeter Vorn.
At first, Don was going to command them to attack, and then he sees how busted up Don Greeter Vorn is, and Don Greeter Vorn just, moves away his 30 feet.
All right, Sky is up.
Sky will move the moonbeam onto the regular zombie. And then I will use... So I can cast another non-concentration spell without dropping that concentration,
Correct.
right? All right, I'll give a healing word to Dragon Bait.
All right. Yeah, he will take it as these teeth continue to kind of munch on his armor a little bit here. Red?
Red is going to reach up to his neck, grab his holy symbol of Moradin and shout, "Be gone with you, you ugly undead things!" And he's gonna do his turn undead, which I believe automatically destroys the zombie. Or do they have to save still? Not sure about that.
CR 1/2.
It says if it's half or lower, a creature is destroyed.
All right, yeah, that is going to destroy. That's going to destroy this one here.
The dinosaur has to make a save.
All right.
Your wisdom. No, you make
Wisdom not at strong point.
the wisdom save. So 15 is the.
And that is not going to save from that. So we'll have to spend its turn trying to move away from the caster.
Yep.
All right. Well, it is now his turn. He will do that. As his bonus action, he is still going to disgorge some more zombies. Let's see here. Let's see how many pop out of him.
It wouldn't kill the zombies that were inside of it, would it?
No, it would not.
I was trying.
It's a good try, though. I like it. So there's going to be another one that pops out here next to red. There's going to be another one that pops out right over here. And now he has to use his turn to move away. Is that correct?
Yeah, although technically I could... Oh, no. Never mind. Yep. Yes. He has to be, like... can't be within 30 feet of me, I believe.
Let's see. So I guess he will take the disengage action. And is going to use its movement to move away. So let me add these zombies into the initiative. And I guess that is his turn because he can't really do much else.
Question. If dragon bait was in his mouth, does he take him with him? Does he move at half speed if he's doing that? I don't know how all that works.
That's a good point. Let me read grappled real quick. And because he also took disengage. If your grappler is incapacitated, if you are removed from the reach of your grappler. I think he's going to become ungrappled here.
Nice.
I think is what's going to happen.
Red, turn in the battlefield.
All right. So Adon is up.
Alright, Adon is going to, on his bonus action, say, Chavatsva! Red, you are a true strategic genius, and you'll get some bardic inspiration. And on his action, he's gonna blast this stupid dinosaur. Oh god, that misses.
21 does not, though.
For a nice tidy 13 damage.
You have bless.
Oh yeah, you could try to.
Oh, I do. Okay, then that I'm guessing the 11 hits then, because
yeah,
I need to turn that on.
Because you would at least roll
the
one.
All right, so a tidy sum of 20 damage total on my turn.
All right, so let's see. So let's split those out between the two attacks real quick. So it needs to make a Constitution saving throw against the 5 plus the, what is that, a 7 from the first one?
The first one was 13.
Well, because the 10, you actually rolled your damage from the 10 second, right?
Oh, yeah, it'd be 7 first. I'm sorry, yeah, it would be 7 first.
All right, so 7 plus 5 is 12, so it needs to beat a 12. It does not. That is going to kill the Tyrannosaurus zombie. As this happens, though...
From the remains...
from the remains of the zombie. Let's see. There is going to be kind of your bolts hit and like rip into the stomach of this thing and wriggling out of the stomach. The flavor text says erupt. So that's one way to think of it.
I'm picturing Diablo 3 now.
A few more zombies are going to pop out.
See, I called the zombie horde. I just didn't get the packaging right.
Yeah. Wow. If I'd saved my turn for these guys, I could just destroy them all.
Yeah. Artis is just going to look at Dragonbait real quick. He's just going to be like, "You all right, buddy?" And when he gets a nod, he's going to turn to the zombie behind him. And let's see here. He's going to use his multi-attack. And he is going to stab with his dagger 3 times at this zombie.
Wow.
If one of them misses, he'll turn and step towards this other one. Or not misses, but if he kills this thing, he'll run towards the other one. Well, that's actually going to be just enough to kill this one. So, actually, it's not. I take that back. I thought it was. Did the math wrong in my head. All right. So there we go.
So did the 10 hit?
It did.
Okay.
Yeah, they all hit.
Yeah, it's a zombie.
Quillgawk is going to shoot with his crossbow. That's a miss. Dragonbait is going to have kind of caught himself now. He's going to... he gets 2 swings here.
Yep, and he has bless.
Excellent. Let's see if he needs it. He's going to swing with his sword. That's going to kill this guy. Tom, we just lost your video.
Sorry, I clicked the wrong button. I'm coming back.
Okay.
Don't worry, you won't be without my beautiful face for too long.
All right, and he's going to step. He's going to step over here. All right. Zombie number 5 is going to. They don't move the fastest. Well, they move fine. He's going to kind of shamble his way over here. And he is going to... somewhere I've got a character sheet for him. There we go. He's also going to slam against... oh, that's a hit. Alright, that is a hit. So that is going to be 7 damage to Dragonbait. Zombie number 6 is going to do the same thing, ignoring the little construct because it doesn't smell of flesh. It is going to walk over to Dragonbait. 15 is going to miss. All right. Zombie number 1 is going to also swing at Red. That's probably true, by the way, on the moonbeam.
5-foot radius, so a circle.
Yeah. So we'll do that. All right. That is going to miss Red. Zombie number 3 is going to come down over here and take a swing at Artis. That's going to miss. Deadly Treasure is going to just come up here. Deadly Treasure does not like zombies. It's going to swing with its tail. That's going to do a bunch of damage. Alright. Zombie number 4 does not like that. It is going to slam back at Deadly Treasure. That's also going to hit. Alright. Taklak is up.
Taklak is going to... Taklak is going to pull out the clay hand again, and he's going to grasp at one of the zombies. Let me make sure I have the spell slots for that. Oh, I do. Okay, so I can make. I'm going to put it right here, and I am going to attack at this one, which is it's a strength saving throw.
All right.
Actually, can I rephrase that? I want to grasp at this one.
Fine. Somewhere I have a character sheet for one of these things. There it is. Hiding behind my window. Alright.
It looks like you want to pinch one of these zombies.
Pinchy. It's a strength saving throw.
I hear you. I crush you.
19. It is going to save.
He saves. Dang it.
So half damage?
No damage. No effect.
No.
Do I have time to yell at Taklak to get his torch out of the way?
Sure, yeah, that's something you could definitely yell.
And the command actually was to, well, how much is out of the way?
For the moonbeam, I'm sure.
Yeah.
All you really need to do is shift him down here.
Yeah, but
Well, he will take an opportunity attack.
he's going to take one no matter what. So I'll have him move over here and instruct him to attack this one.
Alright. That's a 7 against him, so it'll be fine. Alright,
21.
Which one is he attacking?
He is attacking this one.
Alright, yeah, that's a hit for 5 damage. Alright, Don Greetervorn.
Born is going to watch the battle unfold.
Kalia would be so proud of you. Sky, I'm assuming you're actually moving the moonbeam over there.
Yeah, that was my turn. I just took it out of turn.
Alright. Anything else that you would like to do?
I will get out of easy reach of these zombies, I think.
Alright. As you do that, Red, you are up.
Is it a ranged attack? Nope, actually doesn't say that it is. I'm gonna healing word bonus. The dragon bait.
Alright.
And
The 7 back, thank you.
I think I've done this before, so I think I'm okay. I don't believe it's considered a ranged attack, so I'm going to attack this zombie since it's flanked. I don't think I have an advantage thingy on here though. No, it's an attack anyways. Just have to save. Right,
So
that's how it
Sacred
works.
Flame.
Yep.
Alright, so he needs to make a dexterity saving throw.
That's why it was working.
Yeah. Alright, it saves, so...
Crap.
Does it take any damage on a half save?
No.
On a half, alright.
And it's even like double now because it's on 5th level. So
Alright. Dawn is up next.
Adan will move up here, brandishing his longsword, and as his bonus action, he will move the hex to that creature. And let's see here, making sure all that is correct. And he will swing his longsword, simultaneously muttering a few words in Infernal, and he will.
Yeah, I mean, that's a hit, definitely.
Alright, so he takes 11 damage, and those infernal words he muttered, they were green flame blade. So he takes another 2 fire damage. And this gentleman over here will take 12.
All right. All right, excellent. Let's see. Artis is going to, at this first one, he will swing his dagger. That's going to hit for 8. He's going to swing again. That's also a hit for 6. He's going to use his movement. Can he step in the hand space, or is that like a thing in the space?
I
mean,
I don't. The only thing it says about the hand is that it cannot be placed into. I think that it takes up that space.
It takes up the space. All right, he'll come running up here then, and he will use one more time. All right. It's kind of a stabbing machine here. He just comes up and keeps stabbing these things, and before you know it, 2 of them are dead. Again. All right, Quilgok is up. He is going to take his crossbow and shoot at one of these zombies down here. That's a hit for a single damage point.
Does he have a dex modifier? Because it looks like he has it in his attack roll, but not his damage roll.
He should. It must not be rolling correctly. Let me see what he's got.
Quilgok, stop fighting if you're going to be useless.
No, he does not have a dex modifier. But he's gained his proficiency bonus, I think, on the attack roll. Is the +2, but he's not gained his
Oh, wow.
dexterity with it. He's on the back of Deadly Treasure. Deadly Treasure is useful. So if he was off, he would have a weapon he's better with. Dragonbait is going to take his sword. He is going to, since he's holding a shield in one hand, he's still working one-handed with it. Those are both going to hit. That's going to obliterate this guy. Alright. Zombie number 6 is going to try to slam against Dragonbait.
Con save first.
Oh, that's a very good point. He will not save. So that's 10 damage. And that slam attack does not hit.
11.
11. All right. Take the extra 1 off of there. All right. This other zombie is going to also try to slam. I think he'll go against red again. 13 is going to miss. Deadly Treasure will zip over here, avoiding the moonbeam. And he's going to swing with his tail at this other zombie. It's a critical miss. Although he does have flanking actually, so that is a 13. That's going to kill this one.
It's my turn. I will grasp at the last guy there.
All right.
Strength saving throw or 5 bludgeoning.
It's not going to save. It's going to take the 5 points of damage.
And then my tiny servant will run down around here.
Oh, we dropped
Just
you
to
out.
right here and attack at advantage because of multiple advantages at this point.
Being surrounded by flanking. That's a
So
hit.
that is 22 for 6.
That is going to kill this final zombie.
This murdersome torch.
You are out of combat yet again. And you will see around you the desiccated corpses of all of these creatures, plus this nasty, terrible, now dead, previously undead dinosaur that is laying in a bloody, pulpy sort of heap at this point.
Loot that XP.
That was the most vile encounter I've ever had.
The only good undead is dead undead.
Well, they are that now. So this is the other guy that is here. He is going.
The great Artisimber.
Yeah, he's going to walk forward towards the group, specifically back towards the one he called Dragonbait. He's going to stop and just kind of like, "You okay, buddy?" And when Dragonbait nods at him, he'll turn to everyone else. You all saved our hides, it looked like. Name's Artisimber. This is my pal Dragonbait.
Artisimber? We've been looking for you. And half the continent of Chult, too.
You say that? And Dragonbait is going to, like, who he had started, like, cleaning his blade off. Like, he's going to, like, straighten up and, like reach with his blade again. Like, as soon as you say, "Oh, we've been looking for you." And Simber is going to, as well, just, like stand on edge. And he's holding his blade. And he's just going to say, "Oh, really? You've been looking for me?"
Now, calm down. There's no need for that. We're not here to kill you like the giants, or here to kidnap you like the Flaming Fist.
Or don't forget the Thays. Or the wizards, whoever they were.
Oh yes, the creepy necromancers. We're not them either.
He's going to say, "Well, are you Zentarum then? Because they're looking for me too, I'm pretty sure."
I cannot believe you have the Zentarum after you as well. Actually, I can't believe that. There are a lot of people out for you.
He's gonna roll an insight check on you, I think, here. All right.
Well, I would mention oh damn, what's her name? The Oracle. The Oracle told us to find you.
Okay. Yeah, you're gonna say that, and he's going to say, "Oh, you've been up to Oralunga then?"
Yes.
He's going to turn over to Dragonbait. Hear that? They say they're friends. What's the chances of actually meeting friends out in the jungle?
While being chased by a zombie Tyrannosaurus.
He'll look over. He'll look over at Sky. It's a good point. Pause.
Friends that just saved your ass, by the way.
He'll look over at Red. Yeah, thanks for that. That was, I can honestly say that was good timing. He's going to kind of look around. Well, it's been nice. I've got some places I've got to get to, so I think we're going to keep moving.
You wouldn't be going to Omu, would you?
He's gonna kind of, like, he was just about ready to, like, start walking, kind of like, all right, I'm good here. Like I don't want to. He's gonna kind of stop and turn around. That's right. You did go see the Oracle. Yeah, maybe I might be headed to Omu. Why were you looking for me? What did she tell you to ask me about?
Oh, goodness me. Let me try to see if I can find that.
We need to destroy. Frick. I don't know if I have his name here.
Resnisi?
Raznisi. We need to destroy Raznisi and the Soulmonger.
You're going to I think Artis is going to look back, just kind of give a knowing look at Dragonbait for a minute. All right, I'm listening. I know about Raznisi. What's this Soulmonger?
The thing that has my husband's soul trapped. The thing causing the death curse.
He's just going to kind of shrug.
I believe it's a device.
Yeah, he's going to shrug.
I don't know if it's a person or not.
I can honestly say I don't know anything about that, but if it's in the same place that I'm headed, then we might have some common goals. What do you know about Raznisi?
Oh, what don't we know?
A powerful paladin corrupted, turned to necromancer.
Yep.
He has zombies all over island with blue triangles on their forehead.
Yeah. He's going to nod. Yeah, you know a little bit, it seems like.
And if I'm not mistaken, he's taken up with the Yanti.
He's gonna nod. That's what I've heard too. If that's the case, that means he's not controlling these zombies anymore.
I do not know much about necromancy, but how do you know that?
Well, he wouldn't be with the Yanti if he still had his undead army. If he still had control over it. He'd walk in and crush them.
Oh, so he's no friend of the Yanti?
Well, it sounds like he is now. But he wasn't friends to anyone before. Back before the spell plague when all of this happened. No.
So since we're such good friends now, what did you steal from the giants?
He's just gonna start laughing. That's what they told you? That I stole something from them?
Yep.
I believe so. I could be wrong. It's been a while. We were kidnapped by pirates, and then we went to go help the turtle people. It's been a few months.
Yeah, they say you stole an artifact.
He's just gonna kind of laugh. He's just going to as that happened, there's going to be kind of a scent of lemon that kind of washes over you. And Artis is just going to Artis is going to turn to Dragonbait. Yeah, I know it's funny. And he's gonna turn back. Yeah, I didn't steal anything from the giants.
I'm sorry. Is that man communicating with you via telepathy?
He's gonna look at Dragonbait. Well,
I think it's the scent.
Yeah, he's gonna look at Dragonbait. I wouldn't call him a man. He's gonna look over at Sky. That's right. Pause. Yeah.
So fear is violets, and laughter is lemons, eh?
Well, I mean, it's one of the things it could be. There's a few meanings per scent, but yeah, you hang around him enough, you'll start getting the hang of it.
What is the bread then? Is that wanting to protect a friend, renewed courage, hate for undead?
Oh, that's bread is pretty much straight up anger.
Bread in his pocket.
Well, I hope not to smell that soon. At least directed at me.
The artist is going to say, yeah, it's Dragonbait here, he's got a long and weird sort of history behind him, and I don't know that there's many of his kind here, but I don't know, he gets what he needs to do across to everyone. I guess unless your nose is broken, he'll turn back to Red. So it's Raznisi. That's I'd like to go find him too. So if we're all in that same boat, that would be great. I'd like to go cave his skull in for a little while, and then we can see what else we can do from there.
I'm gonna roll an insight check when he mentioned wanting to cave his skull in.
Sure.
I like part one of that plan.
Yeah, it definitely seems like he wants to cave his skull in.
What's your interest in Raznisi? Just in general, undead evil people, or personal?
Yeah, he's gonna kind of shrug. I mean, other than the big ones trying to chase me down here in the jungle and try to, eat me, I'm not sure I care exactly about him being so associated with the undead. I've got some business to finish with him, and it needs to end with him dead.
Works for me.
I just lost audio from Lauren.
Hold on one
I
second.
got him.
Brad, can you still hear me?
Yep.
I can hear you.
You
I
can hear me,
lost
Tom?
Doc.
I think Doc disconnected, or maybe because I think his video froze for me.
Yeah, every video froze at the same time, and it's weird the audio did also.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, I can.
Okay. All right. Sorry, what was the question you were asking?
To my question?
Someone asked him a question. I feel like someone asked him a question just as that happened. I could be wrong.
Red asked him why he wanted to.
Oh, and he
Well,
just
yeah, what's his interest?
personal information. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
He'll look around the group. I mean, so far, I trust you all. You don't seem like you're working for any of the groups, but I mean, my reasons. I've got my reasons. And if you want him dead too, it doesn't seem like you really need to know what my reasons are, as long as we're working for the same thing.
In the interest of promoting honesty between us, I will say the Flaming Fist is after you. And Adon will do air quotes, hired us to help track you down.
Oh yeah, that was the other group. I lost track of them.
He's just gonna laugh. All right, so that seems like all of the groups, I think. Well, you found me.
Yeah, well,
is
they
it gonna
didn't
be
say
in-
when we had to bring it back, so.
He's just gonna say, I can tell you, I'm not going back to those Flaming Fists either. So, if that's something you want to try to collect on, we'll have a problem at that point.
They want to take money from me for risking my life. I say, fuck them.
He's gonna look over at Taklak as Taklak just kind of laughs or cackles or whatever exactly that was, and he's gonna say, "What's with Blue over there?"
I'm Taklak.
He's a little skittish.
He's gonna roll another insight check on that whole laughter weird reaction.
Oh, wait a minute.
Yeah, he's gonna kind of take a couple steps over towards Taklak, kind of almost like stepping into your face just a little bit, and like Is there a problem with the flaming fist? Is there something you wanted to add to that discussion?
Oh, I have nothing to discussion.
He's gonna kind of moving from intimidating to just kind of jovial. He's gonna clap a hand on your shoulder. All right, Blue. To kind of turn around to the rest of the group. He'll just say, "Well, we were already running this way. Should we just keep moving? Make a little camp when we're not quite so entrenched in dinosaur guts?"
Yeah.
Sounds like a plan.
As good a plan as any. Let's go.
All right.
I'm assuming you know where Omu is.
Yeah, he'll kind of nod. Got a pretty good idea. He and Dragonbait are going to kind of strike out. Is there anything else you would want to ask these guys, as you're traveling or anything?
How did the two of you meet? Was it online dating?
Dragonbait, as you ask about that, there's going to be kind of a mixed smell, kind of like a little bit of roses in it, and a little bit of wood smoke, kind of like those two smells together. An artist is going to let's see.
Roses. What's going on?
Artist is going to say, we met a while ago, back in Portney and Zeru. We've been pretty good friends ever since.
Is that all there is to the story?
He's just gonna kind of look back at you and what more do you need to know, Horns? Do you have horns?
Adon has big horns. Yes.
Yeah, he's coming up with nicknames for each of you, which I might have to write down so I remember them all.
Where did Dragonbait's people come from? I don't think I've seen anybody quite like him before.
He's going to I think Dragonbait's what they call a Sorial. It's a race from another world. They have pretty long lives, and this one, he's been here for quite a while. I'm not sure how he got separated from his family the first time, but he's been here for quite some time, and we've been traveling together since we met.
Taklak would like to sort of trying to not be noticed. He wants to move a little bit closer to Dragonbait and sort of see if he can determine how Dragonbait is producing all of these smells.
Okay. Roll a nature check. See if you can tell anything about it.
$11.
Yeah, as much as you can tell, is just kind of some sort of occasionally he'll let kind of like a little click or a whistle or something as well, but the smells seem to be more. Maybe it's glandular. Maybe it's really hard to say exactly what it is that's causing them. But it's just somehow in his anatomy he has an ability to let off these smells.
Hey, so do most humanoids.
Yeah, I was gonna say maybe it's some sort of farting on command or something. It's hard to say.
I was particularly hoping that there would be like secretions or something.
Adon will ask Dragonbait directly, are you able to consciously modulate the dispensation of your sense? Or is it a natural reaction?
He's going to he's going to kind of look over at Simber, and Simber's going to kind of look back over at him at you as you ask this. He's going to be like, well, he doesn't just use sense. He can do kind of. They do have a spoken language, but it's kind of out of the hearing of most humans. I've learned a little bit of it. I've been able to figure out some of it, but sense they're a little more broad than fine communication. It's almost kind of like he's trying to shout some message to you if you're getting a scent from him. Yeah, he can do it at will, but it usually requires a little bit of emotion and intent behind it for it to happen. And he's gonna look around at the party. He's gonna. So you all seem like a pretty strange group to be together. He's gonna look back at Red. I mean, you look like the normal one here. I mean, you've got your talking kitty, your horn guy over there, and Blue back there.
I think you mean handsome devil.
He's gonna look back at Red kind of as you say that. I mean, I'd say you look normal. Something happened to your beard there. Most dwarves I know have pretty solid beards.
Yeah. Ran into a dragon not too long ago.
Well, a few beards have
Luckily,
been lost
my
that way.
beard was all I lost.
He's gonna look back at Joris, or not Joris, at Adon, and who's marching with his big droid. He's going to. So what's the deal with the metal man back there?
We found him in the forest. Well, jungle, sorry. Ignore the paint. We had a particularly... How do you say proselytizing without being rude?
Devout.
Faithful. Devout.
Sure, one of those. Paladin of Lathander, who also had an artistic streak. She painted him, and then was called away on some quest holier than this, so she is gone for the moment.
He'll nod. Save me from the followers of Lathander.
This guy just nods.
You're okay with Morden, though, right?
Yeah, he'll look at Red. I've never really had too much reason to be on any kind of receiving end of Moradin's ill graces. Yeah, I guess we're okay.
Yeah, we don't proselytize too much, so.
Yeah. No, he kind of tends to be more among the dwarves, I would imagine. And he'll...
Yeah, I also don't get out much either, so.
Yeah, well, jungles of Chult, that's pretty far out.
It sure is.
Have we made camp at this point? Are we resting around?
Yeah, I'll say you guys can make camp here, and you'll be able to rest for the day. You can get a long rest in.
Okay. Adon will, if we're all sitting around like a campfire or something, Adon will pull out his lyre. For anyone who doesn't know what that is, it's sort of like a bow instrument, and it has like 3 or 4 strings in the center, and it's like a handheld harp essentially. And he'll start plucking at the strings.
Also somebody that doesn't tell the truth.
damn it, Brad.
Such an appropriate item. Remind me what all of your alignments are, real quick, would you?
Oh goodness.
Neutral.
I just have good written down.
No.
I think it's neutral good, but my character sheet is loading.
Okay.
Technically, on a technicality, lawful evil.
He's going to, as you're camping, I think Dragonbait is going to kind of be sticking around Taklak a little bit. He is going to, as he's around you, Taklak, like, there's just going to be, there's going to be kind of, again, this smell of, like, violets and maybe a hint of ham that kind of starts creeping into it a little bit. Simbra's going to kind of walk over to him. What's going on? And they're going to kind of communicate. You don't really hear anything because it's kind of in this sort of thing, and you know, out of your hearing range. And he's going to kind of turn and look at the group. And he's gonna point over at Blue. This one over here. How much time have you spent with him?
2 days.
Yeah, do you want something from me?
He's gonna look back at Blue, or at Taklak, and he's gonna look at everybody else in the group, and just look. This is none of my business. Well, it sort of is now that I'm traveling with you all, but look, this one over here. He's not exactly a good person. So...
What? I'm Taklak.
I mean, I sort of assume that he's very shifty.
I mean,
Like-
yeah. And Simbra's gonna be like, look, I'm not the first one to judge here. I know I'm not the best of people all the time, but and I definitely don't want to judge all kobolds by my interactions with them. But Dragonbait says there's something shifty about this guy, and I've been with Dragonbait enough to trust his senses.
I'm not shifty. You're shifty.
He's just going to turn around to attack like, look, we can travel together, and that's fine. Who are you inciting, Taklak or?
I'm inciting Taklak when he's like, I'm not shifty, you're shifty.
I mean, Taklak is petty and is feeling a little bit nervous and attacked, so he's lashing out a little bit because that's what he does.
Yeah. Simbra's gonna say, "Look, I don't care as long as you've got my back. We're fine." But he's gonna look directly at Taklak. He's like, "But Blue, Dragonbait cares about me, and if you do anything that threatens me or my mission, I don't hold a grudge." But he's gonna point at Dragonbait. But that one does. Just watch yourself.
Taklak sort of yelps after a moment and then sort of runs off to escape the situation.
Oh, how far does he run?
I don't know if there's like a bush or something. He'll just run in, like jump and hide in it.
It's the jungle. There's lots of bushes.
So Red will turn to Dragonbait and say, So you think we should keep an eye on that one?
Dragonbait will just kind of nod. All right. Well, we're kind of coming up on our ending time here. Make sure you guys get a long rest. And next time, we will continue your journey to the lost city of Omu, now in the presence of Artist Simber and Dragonbait. We can, if you guys think of any questions or anything that you didn't think of tonight, or if you want to try to like dig more into their story as you're traveling or any of that kind of stuff, that's certainly the sort of things that we will maybe have a little more time for next time. And as we get closer to Omu, I'm sure other stuff will also start happening too that should be delightful amounts of fun. Everyone, thank you so much for watching. Let's do real quick, let's divide out some experience points. How about that for everyone?
Yay. Don Greetercorn was not part of that last combat, just saying.
Yeah. Here's what I'm gonna do. But he was not. But you did have...
He was part of another one.
You did have... Let's see if this breaks anything. You did have Artisember and Dragonbait, though. So... And you had Quilgok and Deadly Treasure. I'm just saying. So we're going to divide up some stuff here. Hopefully that did not break the experience and the API. Oh, Tiny Servant and William. Yeah, they don't need... Why are they showing up? Pardon me. Let me turn off Tiny Servant and William. They don't need to get XP. All right. Let's try this one more time.
Yay!
Did anybody else get anything?
I didn't get anything.
I didn't get anything.
Nobody got anything.
I can't even load my character sheet right now.
Yeah, yours is... Excellent. Well, let me see how we're doing. I'll get this sorted out. For some reason... Alright.
Do I get to be level 6 now?
No.
Oh.
I think that crashed the API again. Alright. So let me load up a calculator. We're going to do this the old-fashioned way.
Calculator's the old-fashioned way, wow.
We're going to do that. Alright, each of you are going to get 935 XP.
Ooh. I can handle that.
Nice. Thank you.
I'm going to go ahead and add that for you, Sky, to your sheet.
935.
935.
Thank you.
So that should get everybody to more than
7,435.
Yeah.
743. Perfect. All right. Very good. Everyone, thank you so much for watching tonight. We really appreciate having you watch. We like having you here. We like the interactions that we can get in chat. So please feel free to do that. And as always, click the follow button so that you can keep knowing when to tune in with us and that kind of thing. We like having you here with us. And we will be back next Saturday night with another session. Saturday nights, 8 o'clock p.m. Central Time. We will be playing Tomb of Annihilation here on Twitch. If you don't get to watch it live, you can always watch the VOD on YouTube. Lauren the GM, you can find me there on YouTube, and I have all of these archived there. Sunday mornings at 10 o'clock a.m. I also run a Storm King's Thunder session. We're about 6 sessions into that. Things are really starting to heat up for them. That's 10 o'clock a.m. Central Time, Sunday mornings. So tomorrow morning, if you're watching this live. Otherwise, please join us next week as we get closer and closer to the lost city of Omu and the evil paladin Resnisi and the many terrible things that I'm sure will delight you as they torment our players. Until then, thanks everyone for watching. We will hopefully see you next week.
Bye.